Device. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hello, everyone. Gotta love OBS audio issues. Best way to start a stream. I am Din, your host. This is ZeldaSpeedRuns. We have got the Ocarina of Time weekly randomizer race. Let's switch on over to our four runners for today. We are going to be watching Ryukane, Zephyr, Metalo, Words for Swords, and today with me on commentary we have Star1468 and Wolfman 2000. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning or afternoon. Sorry.
Yep. Go ahead.
Nah, I just wanted to also say hello. Go ahead.
Yep. Welcome, everyone. I'm Star and here's Wolfman. How's everyone doing today? We have Zephyr, Ryukane, Metalo, and Words for Swords today here on Restream. Should be a pretty good race.
I'm hoping so. I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like part of the hash is missing. What got sold out today?
Their go mode, perhaps? Maybe it'll be, let's have fun spending 2 hours finding your go mode seed.
Well... with the way that I have seen a number of these Ocarina of Time rando runners, go through seeds quickly, even if it seems like it can sometimes be a bit of a tangled weave to go through, who knows? Yeah. All I know is our runners should be getting ready shortly, probably just one or two more that just needs a minor confidence boost first.
Everyone is ready now. Convenient. So they should be starting here shortly. Fire medallion start, I think. So that's not too bad. It's already 1 out of 6 I need to complete the game.
Yep, I confirmed that on Words for Swords' screen.
Hopefully didn't sell out of the mirror shield. Yeah, we hope so.
Well, who knows what we're even going to need. Except we need this race to start. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go. Alright, tunic colors. I rather like Words as purple, actually.
Ryukane, Ryukane versus Zephyr, I don't know who gets it for me.
Standard green versus a kind of orange. I don't know. Let's see. Midas has a heart piece and a bloopy. Oh, there's a hammer. That's nice to find. And another bloopy. Alright. Nice to find early. Hammer is good for opening up stuff. Might be required for Fire Temple. Nothing in the Kokiri sword chest, which no one is skipping today.
I have heard a number of folks thinking about, the whole skip Midos chest, skip the first 4. Honestly, whenever I play, which admittedly is very rare, I like just taking care of Kokiri Forest because you never know what may show up.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Kokiri sword chest, if it's dead like today, you're wasting, 30 seconds or something. But on the other hand, if it's an important item and you skip it for an hour, have fun!
But now that our runners have some, admittedly not much money, but at the same time we are kinda close. You think anyone's going to attempt to grind for Deku Sticks or maybe even a Deku Shield to enter Deku Tree?
Hard to say. We have here Ryu is heading straight out to Hyrule Field. Zephyr and Ward seem to be getting some money. And Metalo is also heading out.
Ocarina acquired. Thank you, Saria.
Yep, alright. Skull Mask is dead. That's a nice early hint. Don't need to worry about that today. And yep, Zephyr does look to be grinding up some money, throwing the pot here in this house. Not the most efficient, not the fastest method of grinding money, but it's one of the more efficient ones when you're stuck in a situation like this.
Sorry, give me a moment. I think I had a minor connection hiccup there.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so...
Ryu and Metalo are both going south Hyrule, while Words and Zeph stay in Kokiri. We're going to get one item and a hint out of the open grotto here. Interesting to your choice to do so as a child, considering you will have a hammer for the bomb-locked grottos as adult.
Alright, let's see what that hint says.
Minuet teaches. The Minuet check is Bolero. And Heartbeast.
Well, Minuet location teaches Bolero. Just making sure I heard that right, yes?
That is correct.
Thank you. Sometimes I misread those hints, and so it does help to get it cleared up.
Oh yeah. 30 Skulls is bomb shoes. They're not picking that up. Nice to have, but it's not worth doing 30 Skulls for.
I mean, 30 Skulls is bomb shoes. If that's where our first explosive comes in, first of all, what happened to the seed generation? Second of all, I wouldn't object.
I mean, they already have hammers, so I don't think they care much. Ooh, Forest Temple is dead. I don't know yet what our medallions are, but if that's a stone, that would be a very nice thing to know.
And yep, Zephyr is in that Deku tree. Metalo picking up some cash. Ryu about to do the same. Now, is there anything worthwhile in Deku?
Oh, let's see. Map chest is say some palm shoes. Speaking of, yeah, they don't need that up 30. They definitely don't. So Ryukane choosing to do night market while Metalo does day market. We'll see what turns up for each of them. They'll likely do the other at some point. It's just interesting that they chose to do it this way.
Hey,
Oh.
Hi Richard. Hi Richard's mother.
Which gives you, hey, a strength upgrade. Nice. Not gonna complain about that.
And in the meantime, I missed what Zephyr... Oh, Zephyr's about to open up one of the chests in the slingshot room, and...
Hey, that's a first vanilla slingshot.
Multiple hints, and ice arrows.
Dead, Bigoron dead, Fire Wave the hero, and Field Wave the hero.
Well, you never know when you need ice arrows, but it is at least nice to have a slingshot, so that... I'm not the greatest at the Deku Tree basement skip, so I like having that slingshot as a backup.
That is fair. Alright, filling out the notes sheet. Bigoron is dead. There are Temple Time hints. Bigoron dead, a copy of the Skull Mask dead. Fire Temple is Way of the Hero. I just missed the Hyrule Castle hint there from Ryukane, but we're gonna see it again in a bit from Metalo, I think.
Yeah, I also missed it while updating my notes.
Oh, Lake Way of the Hero. Thank you, chat. That's good to know. Well, that's already 3 of our Way of the Hero hints. And there's some Hylian Shield. Team Never Buy a Shield in Deku Tree.
So we have Fire Temple, Hyrule Field, Lake Hylia. If I remember the hint system correctly, there can only be one more Way of the Hero that points to dungeons at most, right?
Correct.
Then we'll see what happens.
Yes,
Alright.
indeed.
Chest by the Skulltula, more money.
Yep. Zeph also gonna pick up a skull.
Not a bad idea at this stage. We never
No,
see a
it is
hint for
not.
10 skulls, so let's take what we can get.
Yep. Alright, next hint here at Hyrule Castle is that Bigoron is still dead. Not all that useful for repeats.
I mean, I may like pieces of hearts just as much as the next person, but in Rando, you generally don't go out of your way for one.
No, especially with it being on Bigoron, there's no good. Especially heart pieces. Heart container, if it's convenient and you have the item for it, like if it's, I don't know, Goron City Maze that happens to be hinted to have a heart container, they already have hammers, so that would be bad, but otherwise, it's not worth it.
Also, what was found at the slingshot game again? I had missed that.
Pretty sure it was some kind of dead.
We could use some more livelihood right now. I mean, admittedly, we do have strength. We do have hammer. Maybe I'm just being a little sentimental.
I'd say strength slingshot hammer already is not bad at all for our first 8 minutes. As we see Nocturne and Zelda's Lullaby check. That's nice to have. Although we still don't know what our medallion layout is yet, so we can't say if Shadow Temple's a stone or medallion yet.
Still a solid song, though. Easy warping to a common spot, and as a child, just wait for it to fall to night. Play the song, there you go, you got Dompe.
Oh yeah, Donkey digging can be one of the most annoying checks to get. There's Goma down for Zephyr, nice one cycle, should be picking up his first stone or medallion here. Still haven't seen a pedestal check from any of these runners.
I'm more curious about what Queen Goma's going to give us today. And...
That's the more money.
considering that we had to buy our way to get into Deku Tree this time, I would say that's a decent payoff.
Yep.
And a water medallion.
That's
Even
not
better.
bad. That's 2/3 of our way to Burning Cat. And alright, Ryukane here is going to be the first of our runners to go to Adult. While Metaloo is continuing the 3-song route. As Zephyr gets out of Kokiri Forest and Words heads to the basement of Deku Tree here.
Kukos. So temperamental, and yet... I genuinely have to wonder if Hylians eat a Kuko. Also, medallion check coming.
Forest Jabu, Bombback, Deku DC Fire. Bombback and Talon's Chickens, and oh boy, Foolish Light Medallion Forest, and Land of Hero Shed Spirit Medallion Fire.
I mean, we'll take a bomb bag, no question.
Oh yeah, feels a little bad for you, but it really already has a hammer. And also solves the fact that Metaloo didn't go to early Deku, so it doesn't even have a bomb choose out of the map chest from there. And okay, Purely Done Melon is a nice warp song to get early. You kind of like singing that song in the early game, but in the late game, you really don't care much for it.
It's more helpful as a child than an adult, but at the same time, hold on, hint. Zora's
Domain is
foolish. But
And
those hover
hover
boots, I mean, we'll take hovers almost any day, so...
To note though, Shadow is a stone, so...
I said almost.
Yep, we have Stone Water, Stone Shadow, and Stone Spirit, so... it's unlikely to be AD, considering how much stuff you need for them. I did not catch how many skulls that was that had a huge rupee.
40.
Alright, 40 is a dead. Yeah, it's not the most likely for there to be AD, but Stone Shadow does love finding a
Ooh.
way into every seed.
I see a boomerang in a...
No, that's a bow!
Oh, that... My, okay, my eyes are playing tricks on me. My apologies, folks.
Don't worry, I'm terrible at identifying freestanding items myself. Zeph is going early, Adult doesn't even have Nocturne. Metaloo's gonna go do Deku Tree now as Words head straight for the castle. While Ryukane is racing Dampé.
Ooh, and Dompe getting a kind of a cheap shot there. These particular turns, I'm not the biggest fan of. And Chad, ugh, come on, Chad, be kind, please.
I mean, at least it's a bow versus boomerang, and not, I don't know, mirror shield versus a red rupee or something, or a flame check versus a Deku shield. There are worse things. There are way worse confusions. You'd still pick up a bow or boomerang even if you got the two mixed up. On the other hand, if you thought, I don't know, your viewership was a red rupee or something, you might be screwed.
And Dumpe not really providing, it looks like.
News versus hookshot. Oh, X. Yeah.
I need some context.
Okay, so during the co-op tourney, X saw one of our trackers and Cubs were partners. And during one of their group stage matches, Cubs was the one assigned to go do Childlike Hylia, including the Riddle's letter spot. That had their first hook shot. For some reason, no one knows why, I don't think even Cubs does, he thought the hook shot was Neighbor's Love. He's never living that down. They last locationed it. So, more than 2 hours in.
Sun Song on Windmill, and my condolences to Cubs.
Yeah, they lost, because, you know how much was locked by a hook shot in OoTR, and it didn't help that the long shot was hard hook shot locked. Cubs is literally never living that down. Hey, another bill with the Reded Grotto!
We're getting... Alright, we're getting all the bows today, it looks like.
This is a standard race. It's individual runners, each racing the same seed separately. They don't have any idea what the others have found. Yeah. When you heart last location of a fairly available hookshot 2.5 hours in, you're not winning. Unless your opponent somehow makes an equally ridiculously bad play. And, yeah, they didn't. Too. Yeah.
Alright, new hint, 50's gone.
Dead. Yep. Yeah, that Cub was really pissed at the time, but we can laugh about it now. That hook shot. Glad to hear us, little friends X, because I know it was just bad, to be honest, is when you last location something like that. Oh man. Yes, 30, 40, and 50 are all dead, which is nice to know. Just a Bloopy and Adult Andrew, and Zephyr is going to check out Adult Shooting Gallery. Ward's about to pick up his hover boots.
Alright, aim true. Oh, sorry, Cal, we're not visiting you this time.
Nope, just the heart piece.
Words for Swords now has the hover boots from the Boulder of Destiny. Oh, there we go. 10 for 10. For a nut.
Ryu about to pick up his first bow.
So we've just... Go ahead.
Sorry.
Alright, so it seems like we've taken care of everything we can out of Kakariko, with the exception of 10 skulls, 20 skulls, and, well, child Kukos.
Yep, our sculpture rewards randomized. Yes, so the rewards returning in 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 sculpture tokens are randomized. 100 is not, because that's a pain and it's repeatable. No thank you. And 30, 40, and 50 sculpture rewards are hinted because they're kind of annoying to do. 20 might be hinted, we're not seeing a hint for 10.
I still remember when, in the old days, you had to have the Stone of Agony to read some of the hints, and I sometimes called the 30, 40, and 50 hints part of the 9-9 because they were some of the hints that you never wanted to see.
Oh, for sure. I was updating the 1.0 Freaky Friday the other week, so yeah, I remember all too well about those, Stone of Agony required for hints. And alright, the runners are more or less... Well, Metallo is just finishing off Deku Tree, and the three are covering each other's tracks and check in the graveyard, so not seeing anything new.
I'm actually curious if we're gonna see a full child play from Metalo at this point.
I mean, he's already done 2 of the 3 songs. I don't expect him to do anything else other than do 3 songs at this point.
So we're not gonna see what Saria will teach us for a bit then?
Not for another couple minutes at least. Medlow's gonna take a little bit to get through Lost Woods, I think.
Well, let's see. We have Ocarina, we have Slingshot, and money's typically not an issue. I mean, yeah, Lost Woods makes sense.
Oh yeah. And to note also, Medlow's the only person with bomb bag, because he's the only who did 3 song and got a bomb bag off Talon's Chickens. Oh, also I just remembered something. Those hover boots might be away at Hero in Hyrule Fields. Yeah,
There
really
are-
hoping it's for Fire Temple completion and not for Shadow Temple.
There's still a few more grottos left in Hyrule Field, if I recall correctly, though.
Oh, there are. There's the Texite Grotto, there's the Remote Grotto, and there's the Scrub. So it's not the only option, but it's definitely concerning.
Alright, Metalo going back to front, it looks like, for this play.
Yeah, I have no idea if that was a mirror shot on top of DC. Although chat thinks it is, so boy. Stone Spirit, anyone? As there's our 3rd bow! Oh, the Death Mountain Troll, lol, we have bow percent, everyone!
That? Not typical, if I recall correctly.
No, it is not! Nice though, because you don't have to worry about tracking down a bow later. Bow mode is not the best. Just a heart piece in Wolfos Grotto.
And now, Goron City. Will that provide anything for Ryukane? Huh. Well, actually, I just saw on Zephyr's side, I think top of Dodongo may have been the Mirror Shield.
That's what I was just talking about with chat, is Ryu is a fool for stopping Link the Goron.
Glad to know I'm not the only one that does that.
Oh, I always love it.
And hey, Medi-Goron hint. And other Frogs 2 is a fool,
Colossus
and one of the hands on Colossus is dead. Okay.
And we have a bonus song on Saria.
Now, if
Trying
I'm
to
looking
catch all these hints in quick succession is kind of hard. Hammer chest is a key.
Map chest was pointless. And now for the maze.
Does this have anything? Oh, let's see. Heart piece. Also going to see the Sacred Forest Meadow hints here from Metalo. Oh, there's a wallet. Sunsong Grave is dead. That's actually useful for Metalo and dead for everyone else. And Graveyard's Way of the Hero.
There was a wallet upgrade in the compass chest of Dodongo's Cavern, just so that's clear.
Yep.
And well, I'm just taking a look at our medallion requirements again. Actually, that wallet. Look, there's another bomb bag in Lost Woods, but that wallet
bomb bag.
Actually, that wallet can let us clear Fire Temple right now, because we can.
We are a hookshot from full clearing the place. No clue what's on the volcano.
You're right. We may need the hookshot.
Well, apparently it's whatever's on the volcano is worth getting. I just missed the hint from Metalo. Oh, a Goron tunic. Check.
Okay, we don't need the wallet.
A lot of things going on. Have to fill out my notes sheet, which is getting a little funny.
Crater has Saria's song.
Yep, there's yet another bomb back in DC.
I think that's all 3 bomb bags.
Yep, and there's a magic meter on the woods target.
And that is why Slingshot is useful.
Yep, that is what it is. That is the only check in entire game that is absolutely 100% hardlocked by a slingshot. No alternatives. You have to have a slingshot for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. That is required. Mind you, the slingshot's not all that hard to find. It's just in Deku Tree, so not a big issue.
Why are we playing the Serenade of Water on the Ocarina game?
I don't know. Yeah, we are at bomb bag percent and bow percent. Yeah, nope. It's just going up in a line. Or not in line, up, just going up the staff. Just some arrows, though. And yeah, Sharky has claws. Yes, we do these races often. Every week, in fact. That's why it's called a weekly. As we see another slingshot on the DC bridge.
Alright, second Way of the Hero hint found in Crater Grotto.
Yep.
And also, I thought I just saw another slingshot
Yes,
upgrade.
we did.
Yep, thank you.
In the DC bridge, which is fun.
And yeah,
And
we...
Forest is still foolish, thanks game. They still need to do it.
Oh! Speaking of...
Oh, indeed. And alright, Ryu is heading for Wave of the Hero Fire, has a hammer and a bow. Unfortunately doesn't have a bomb bag, but does have a strength upgrade. I think he'll be okay. 6 hearts and a Goron tunic will be fine. Another deck is shown on top of King Dongo, and Worlds is now heading to DC as Metallo heads adult. One big advantage that Metallo got out of his child route was, well, he got that magic meter, which isn't currently useful, but might come in handy later. Otherwise, not too much in the way of super useful songs. Word's about to get his, getting a skull here, actually. Interesting pushing for this skull. You don't see all the side skulls in DC that often when it's not Skull Sanity.
It really feels like we have a lot of items already, considering the, you know, state of medallions. I'm just still trying to figure out why the hover boots from Hyrule Field.
Well, they're hoping it's for fire temples.
Using the hover boots to cross over to face of Volvagia, right?
Correct. And just enough upgrade on King Dongo, so DC had a wallet, another bomb back, and another slingshot.
I will not object to Deku Nut upgrades because those Deku Nuts, they are useful in this game.
Oh, they are. Also, we did get a graveyard Way of the Hero. We still haven't seen anything in there. I think it's got to be Composer Grave at this point. Or Dompe Digging. Because that graveyard Way of the Hero is currently rather concerning. Ooh, as I see a boomerang in the Fire Boss key chest.
That is likely Way of the Hero there.
I would think so, considering Jabu is our Forest Medallion.
Give
No,
me
it could also be, yeah, the hovers are waiting here just to get into fire, because they currently don't have Bolero, and they still don't have a hook shot either, so that's our only method in. And there's the key. And
Alright, 2 keys found. We will definitely get at least one more of some type of key in by the lava rooms. The question is, will it be normal or will it be a boss key?
or will it be both? Also, actually, good point from FMZ Gun. We are 2 items from Globo. 26 minutes in. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are hookshot letter from Globo.
It's not even 30 minutes into this race and we're already that close.
Yes.
I'm just making sure, because if I double check my notes here, let's see. Oh yes, glow mode should never take place until at the very least the 1 hour mark. And here we are 2 items away from it at the 30-minute mark.
Yes! Not even 30 minutes, 26! And alright, Ryu is deciding to call it quits on Fire Temple for the moment. Interesting.
I would have pushed onward, actually. There are only 2 more accessible checks at that point.
Oh, he's bomb locked out, right? That's a problem, because Ryu doesn't have any explosives yet. Just a hammer, but that doesn't help you in that chest of fire.
Oh, yeah. The only one with bombs right now are our 2 bottom runners, Metalo and Words for Swords.
Yeah. No, Zephyr picked up a bomb bag in DC.
Oh, if they did, I'm not seeing it on their oh, they have a different graphic tracker. That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah, they use a slightly different graphics. For those who don't know, chat sees the trackers run on Restream. We have the runner's personal trackers, which results in some interesting things, considering that Zephyr is using one of some slightly simplified graphics, and the Birds is using Sully's tracker, which is its own fun to read. I genuinely can't read it.
Fun fact, I'm actually using both your notes and Sully's tracker on this one.
Fun, yeah. Yeah, we have more Wave to Hero locations than required items. Din is not wrong.
And there's that mirror shield as suspected.
Yep. And we still don't know what Ocarina of Time is, which, although really that's not gonna do much for us at this point. Yeah, we have an unresolved Lake Hylia Wave to Hero, we have an unresolved Graveyard Wave to Hero, and we're missing 2 items from Globo, so... I think it's probably best to go rush those Wave to Heroes, considering there's really not much left.
Let's just reconfirm here. So we've gotten a boomerang from Fire Temple. We've gotten hover boots from Hyrule Field.
Correct.
Graveyard we can get. Actually,
it's a toss-up between Composer Graves, the Composer Graves Song, the Composer Grave Chest, or Dompe Digging. Those are the only checks we have left in Graveyard. We have seen everything else there.
But the only one that we have access to right now is Dompe Digging.
Correct, because we still don't have Zelda's Lullaby.
And Lake Hylia doesn't teach us. And Lake Hylia doesn't teach a song.
Nope.
So let's look at the medallions again, because I am curious. Is it possible that we may find Ruto's letter early and a scale somehow, so that we have to take out Jabu Jabu's belly and then get Zelda's Lullaby from Kakariko Village?
Very good chance of it at this point, Kakariko or Temple of Time. Yeah. We know ZL can't be on AD because of Stone Shadow. Also, Stone Water and Stone Spirit make it even less likely it's there.
Magic, for the record, chat, was on the Lost Woods target, where you need a slingshot.
But considering we've seen all 3 slingshots, that's not a particular problem. I think all of these runners are going to find at least 1 slingshot each. I love how Metalo already has all 3 bows at 31 minutes. Just looking at his C buttons. I think
literally just picked it up on my end.
Yep. Sorry, there it is. Sorry, I got miscounted, but yeah, there it is. All 3 bows, 31 minutes. Thanks, game. Zephyr gonna pick up Bolero here.
I genuinely don't get this seat anymore.
This is being ridiculous. Zephyr already has 3 medallions, and it isn't exactly far from clearing another one. Fire Temple's not too terrible, although we don't know where the key is yet. You know it can't be on Hammer Chest, that much as we have seen a hint for.
I mean, the worst place the boss key can be in Fire Temple would be Pierre's top chest.
Agreed, considering they still don't have a hookshot, and that's one of our 2 items from Glow Mode, which is seriously ridiculous, I'll be quite frank.
So perhaps we should. I still think, yeah, I mean, I agree that Fire Temple should be the place to go. And okay, everyone has explosives now, so maybe Ryukane will head back there after finishing up the Dongos. Looks like Zephyr is heading over to Fire Temple right now. I like the play.
Yeah, I mean, it's way the hero. He has a bomb bag, a bow, a hammer. He can full clear this place other than Pierre, so he's hoping it's not there.
And
yeah, my first time tracking this is going to be a sub 2 seed. Quite possibly at the rate we're going.
well,
honestly.
wait a second. Seriously, sub 2 in Ocarina of Time Rando?
It's not unheard of. Seriously, we're 2 items from go from glow mode in less than half an hour.
I have never seen a 2-hour finish in Ocarina of Time. That is sub 2, to be specific.
Oh, they do happen. They're just quite rare. I believe the world record for weekly settings is 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Well, okay, obviously I didn't watch all of the Season 3 qualifiers. I'll give you that.
Go mode sub to lol X. Freaking hardcore.
Okay, apparently I have to watch that one. I will... if someone could link me, ideally, to the Twitch VOD that has it, I would like to see the comments of that race as well.
Or what?
Oh, Twitch clip, I can find the video from there. Then perfect. Yeah, Axe, just to DM it to me. You know how to reach me.
Yep, speaking of, I guess we should actually, now that we have a bit of a breather while these runners are doing things we've already seen, let's shout out these runners here. Ryukane, Zephyr, Metalo, and Words for Swords. To my co-com here, Wolfman. And to our checkers as well, Exani, Ropecopter, Jojoman, Shawnee. Thank you for tracking and helping out behind the scenes, as well as to Din, who is our restreamer and the person who rolled this lovely seed. And I'm not even being sarcastic today, actually. This seed's been pretty nice.
Don't sell yourself short, Star. You're important on this, too.
And don't let shouting at myself, it always feels weird. Free the Goron for Zephyr. And no, I don't usually like to shout out myself. I'll usually let my co-com shout it out, so thanks, Wolfman.
Not a problem. Alright, Ryukane making their way back up. And Zephyr putting those hover boots to good use, trying to get to that chest. Now,
He's already picked up his boomerang and can full clear fire other than Pierre, so... Here's hoping this boss key isn't there. And yeah, apparently Zephyr did not bother picking up his Goron tunic for whichever reason, even though it's right there and he can get it with hover boots quite quickly.
Maybe Zephyr didn't see it. I mean, Words for Swords is trying to get a good look. A little hard to see. There's the visual. And Words for Swords is going for gets the line. Oh!
No, not quite. I think backwalking helps to get out without falling off.
Okay, almost had it. There we go, that's better. Oh, Zephyr tried to bottle, or I don't know if that was an intention. Right, no one has a bottle.
No one has a bottle. We have 3 bomb bags, 3 bows, and 2 slingshots, but we do not have a bottle.
Alright, Ryukane actually playing Sorry a song in front of Mido, and is soon going to actually pick up the warp song for Bolero.
Yep. So can't get back to Fire Temple easily. Yeah, Babaji with 5 hearts is a little bit Monka, but they can get a Goron tunic right outside, so not a particularly large problem.
And
Composer Grave Chest only requires a fire source. It doesn't need to be accessible by both ages, you just need to be able to get there. and light torches, which requires Zelda's Lullaby, magic, and either fire arrows in a bow or Din's fire. It does need to be accessible as both ages. In Grotto Entrance, Rando, Composer Grave can be someplace like, I don't know, the Colossus Strength 2 Grotto. In which case, yeah, that's only accessible as adult, and it's not a particular problem because you can do both checks as adult.
Alright, this chest right here that Zephyr's approaching has to be a key of some kind. The question is, what kind?
Let's find out. It is a small key, so time to go deeper. Ryu trying to ground jump up in Vigorous Forest Meadow, but is getting annoyed by the Moblin. Morph is now also in Fire Temple, and Metallo is probably gonna head that way soon as well. But seriously, what do we even need left? Like, we are missing Zelda's Lullaby, we are missing Rudo's Letter, and we're missing...
Hookshot.
May or may not. Yeah, we're missing a hookshot and we're missing blade arrows. And we don't even know if Zelda's Lullaby is required. For all we know, the way of the hero in the graveyard could just be a hookshot on not digging.
Actually, you're right. Zelda's Lullaby may not even be necessary.
No, because Shadow, Spirit, and Water are stones. The 3 dungeons it actually requires ZL. Also, that's enough for Zeph, who doesn't make it up the elevator in Time and Fire. Should have picked up that Goron tunic.
Maybe about to do that now. As Ryukane is going to virtually high-five Zephyr at the same point.
Indeed, one's warping into fire, the other's warping out of fire. Although Zeph is going to be heading right back in once he gets that Goron tunic, I imagine.
There's
yeah,
the lineup.
Either ZL or a scale is required to get into Zora's domain, but at this point there's a very good chance that Jabu is locking ZL, so... Because we don't have we still have quite a few song tracks left, but we have a ZL... We have Prelude, Burning Cack, Colossus, Ice Cavern, and Composer Grave. And, well, Ice Cavern and Composer Grave are hard locked by Zelda's Lullaby. Colossus is currently unreachable with their equipment, and then Prelude and Burning Cack are locked by Jabu. Probably locked by a scale at this point. Hi, Sparks.
Luckily, if we utilize some of the tricks allowed with the standard rule set, I think we could reach the Colossus. Either that, or perhaps it's just a hinted location. But I don't think it's completely inaccessible. I mean, who needs Lens of Truth to cross the desert?
Not these four, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, as long as you memorize how to get around, you don't need it.
I can't believe I'm actually suggesting the idea of slightly ignoring logic when I'm normally the logical fellow. I no longer know what's going on. Apparently this seat is swapping our roles here, Star. Alright, what was this hint?
GTG? Quite possible. Yeah, Lake is still Way of the Hero. That is our second copy of that hint. Alright, what are we saying?
We are now at the Boulder Maze.
Yep, we are. Alright, what's up here?
Alright, lower chest.
And
Boss
the boss
key!
Yeah, we are seeing triple fire right now. We're probably going to see quad fire soonish at some point, although it depends on when Medlo gets in there. There's the other copy of the Colossus hint. Oh, and actually, Medlo is not going fire. Is going to go to Temple of Time. Interesting choice. And is going child. Huh. Oh, he hasn't found his hovers yet. That's a bit of a problem, fair point, because he can't currently get in there, although he could get a Bolero. He knows where that is. Okay, and the second chest in the boulder maze was not a key, so hovers are required for Fire Temple, logically, to get across the Volvagia, because Zephyr got a boss key, did not get another small key in the lower boulder maze, and is hence locked out of Fire Temple, so hovers are required for fire.
Okay, even with Goron Tunic, I still do not like entering the Volvagia battle with only 5 hearts, especially if we only have 3 of them active. It's effectively a 2-hit KO here.
Yeah? Yeah.
However, I think our runners typically know the quick way of taking Volvagia out.
I would assume so for all 4 of these runners. For those who don't know, there are 2 hitboxes for Volvagia, the one that flies around and the one that pops out the holes that you play whack-a-mole with. The one that flies around, the hitbox is in whichever hole that she flies into, and you can bomb that and damage her, so it makes it a lot faster and you don't end up with a fly cycle. As Zephyr is currently demonstrating.
Now, Zephyr's doing it in kind of a slow way. If I recall correctly, can't you also use, there you go, arrows or Deku nuts to force the explosion quicker?
Yes, he can, although unfortunately he doesn't quite get it, missed the bomb or something, so it's gonna have to. Oh, shoot Volvagia with some more arrows to cause some more damage. Yeah, chews are way faster, and there were hover boots from Medalo. The interesting thing is, even though he didn't have hovers for fire, he could have gone and picked up his full arrow off a minuet, but that's its own issue with timing. Medalo is going to check out Way to Hero Graveyard as Child, though, going to do Dante digging now that time of day is good.
And this will help determine if we necessarily need Zelda's Lullaby or not.
That is correct, as Zephyr takes down Volvagia, and Ryu also misses the 1 cycle. Feels kind of bad. Worlds is now in fire as well. Currently trying to get some fairies.
Alright, Dante, are you going to be kind or cruel?
Answer that is cruel. Oh boy, that's Composer Grave.
We did check out the Redead Grotto in the Grave, yes?
Yes, it was even hinted, actually.
Hinted that
Meta knows that he's seen a hint.
Yep, hinted dead, thank you. Alright, so where is Zelda's Lullaby?
Prelude, Burning Cat, or Colossus.
And Ryukane just picked up a... Oh, hello!
Oh, that's a second strength off of, later cutscene.
Yep.
That's actually Zephyr's first strength, now that I think about it, because he hasn't done Richard yet! Yeah, that is a strength lock strength, logically.
Sorry, but what did...
Sorry,
yeah, what did Volvagia actually drop, though? Oh, small key?
Had to be a key, because they were key locked out.
Thank you.
There's strength 2 for Ryukane. Zeph is going to check out more of Way with Hero Hyrule Field. And Ryu is also hitting Child. As Words has killed Volvagia. And he'll be picking up his 4th medallion here. Wowza, at the 46-minute mark. And the skulls for Medalo is... Hey, there's a silver scale we need. Alright. So that puts Jabu access into logic once we manage to find that Ruto's letter, whatever that might be. Quite likely Lake Hylia, to be honest. I do remember Axe. It was bad. And alright, Lake Hylia, where the hero has a decent chance of being a letter. I would be very amused if our Ruto's letter was vanilla.
Don't even know what to think anymore if that ends up being the case.
There's a not 0 chance of it. Alright, Zephyr is checking out Remote Grotto. Let's see what the hint here is. It is that 50 Skulls is still dead, not a useful hint. And there's a heart piece. Yeah, that the grotto's not helpful.
Metalo
is
actually...
heading up.
Yeah, Zora's River. And picking up beans. Not necessarily a bad idea. We're still missing some knowledge.
Yes, we are, and especially without a hookshot. Lake Hylia is Way of the Hero. For all we know, their first hookshot's on the lab roof.
Well, it's definitely not on the Zora's River pillar.
Oh, no it isn't. That's a heart piece. Alright, Rio's doing Talon's chickens now. He's gonna pick up his bomb back. His, I think, second bomb back here shortly. And Wars is heading back up into Fire Temple, actually. The only one of our runners to go back in. And
Scrub.
Lake.
Yep. Piece of hearts. So what's in the Tektite Grotto?
I don't know. Fire is Way to Hero. Actually, that's the second copy of that hint. Alright, so Wars is going back to Fire Temple. We'll see if he gets anything here. Fire is Way of the Hero, but we've already seen a boomerang in it.
Outside
Castle is foolish. Thanks, game. Thanks. No, Din. Irons or gold skill are not necessarily required. Heart roots are confirmed to be Way of the Hero because we were Volvagia locked out of Fire Temple. And hey, there's our last slingshot. Slingshot %.
I thought we already found all 3 slingshots.
No, that was our third. We found all 3 bombacks and all 3 bows. That was our last slingshot.
Oh, then that means I was focusing on the wrong screen. It was in Zora's River, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
And oh, Metalo did not get a chicken hover into domain. There, ripped the chicken. And GTG Center Chest is dead.
That's all of our sometimes hints, if I've counted correctly.
That is. We have Minuet check is Bolero. Colossus right hand is dead. Hammer chest is a key. Sunsong Grave is dead. And the GTG Center chest is dead. Zephyr in the meantime just picked up strength 2. Oh, there's yet another strength upgrade to the Upper Boulder base for Words. Okay, we already know what you see is dead from the hit just now. That's also strength %. What was the seed?
I don't know!
I'm not kidding. What the heck is the seed? Oh, we're gonna get a look at Tektite Grotto here from Ryukane. Oh my god. What is this seed? We're at slingshot %, bombback %, bow %, and strength %. 51 minutes in.
I did not see Words for Swords get a small key out of the remaining chests in Fire Temple.
Oh, yeah, he might be strength locked. Hookshot locked.
Because of Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure that I saw that correctly. Also, I did not get a good look at Tektite Grotto, but I think Metalo was about to reveal it for us, so hang on.
Yes, he is. I still can't tell what that is.
I could not tell what that was.
Someone in chat mind enlightening us, because I'm terrible at identifying those things.
I think none of us know. So, if anyone is able to go back in time and double check the others' feeds, that would be great.
Yes, it would, because, I'm sorry, I have no idea what that was. And oh, this is an unusual play from Ryu Kane. He's going Gerudo Valley. For those who don't know Ryu, he hates Gerudo Valley normally. It is rare to see him go here. Maybe he's going to play. He's going to out-meta people by going to where he normally hates.
Well, the way I see it, you know, if Lake Hylia's way of the hero, you may as well take care of the checks right here.
Might as well. There's just a stick. We have not seen Valley, so this is the first time seeing that. I mean, this seat's been jetty enough they haven't needed to check out Valley. We look at another hint here. We're still missing our last way of hero and our Ocarina of Time hint.
And the waterfall will today contain... I could not see it.
I can't see anything either. Apparently Ryu can, because
Oh.
we can't.
Ocarina of Time teaches Serenade.
Alright, that's dead. I figured as much considering our stone layout, but 100% dead. Apparently Ryu knows what it is, so I'm gonna just guess. So apparently the waterfall is dead. Would have picked it up if it was anything useful. And we're gonna take out our first look here at Way of the Hero Lake Hylia from Ryu and Metalo.
40's dead.
Still dead. You've seen that. What was that?
I couldn't tell.
Apparently it was not worth picking up considering Metalo has a scale.
Well, let's check Ryu's side. It's daytime. I still can't tell.
Neither can I! We suck at identifying freestandings today! Not a vanilla letter, though, unfortunately. That would have been funny.
Which means it was fished out.
Also, Metalo did not have enough money for child fishing.
Oof.
It's not Greg, there's a couple rupees down there as well. The actual item is really hard to identify. And no, at this point, nearly an hour in, we're just looking for two items. We're looking for the hookshot, we're looking for Rudo's letter, and, well, we're looking for and Rudo's letter is all likelihood locking Zelda's lullaby, which is locking our way to the graveyard, whatever that might be right now. They're hoping it's the item and not the song, actually, because the song would mean annoyances.
And now, fishing prize, claim check,
That's dead.
Yeah.
So that is not Way of the Hero. Metalo is not punished. And it is Adult Lake, is it? Lab Dive. Lab Roof, Adult Fishing, or Shoot the Sun. One of those 4 checks has to be it.
And Metalo with Epona on hand, or on a hoof, I don't know the right term.
It's gonna go check out Adult Lake Hylia, which makes sense. It is Way of the Hero, and he really doesn't need Otrago mode. He really doesn't. Ryu Kane is finally going to go do Deku Tree at the hour mark here. I honestly forgot he hadn't done that yet. Steph is doing Child Lost Woods, and Words is gonna get Laro. Yeah, if Shoot the Sun is Rudo's letter, then Longshot is Way of the Hero, because you do need a Longshot for Shoot the Sun. That is hard required, no getting around it. There's just a nut upgrade on Skull Kid, and Heart Piece. Yeah, we saw that already. And you're all good, X. Yeah, that little just lagged there for a sec.
Yeah, I had that too. But also, Zephyr got chilled.
Yeah, he did. And he is gonna get his magic here. second runner on Racing to get magic, though I suspect all four, both Words and Ryu will get it sooner or later, considering they all have slingshots, because we've seen all 3 slingshots.
Alright.
This game is being really quite funny. We've seen all 3 strengths, all 3 bows, all 3 slingshots, and all 3 strengths.
Metallo
is not Wave the Hero.
Metallo choosing not to Zooter safely. And showing frustration at that.
Yeah, that is definitely not a hook shot. Yeah, look, there is hook shot. Yeah, there. Cubs is literally never living that down.
Oh, and Metallo is still missing the ruby needed for fishing.
He forgot! He needs to go to the bushes. I don't think the rocks outside fishing help. There's yet another slingshot for you, Kane. That's the second, I think. Metallo, you're better off going to the bushes. Oh, you're good, Steve. That's just funny. There is hookshot. Yeah. There's strength 3 for wards off Richard.
Feels wrong.
I can't believe I'm saying that. Strike 3 off Richard at 59 minutes. What is this seed?
Hey, Bombchu Bowling, new checks.
Hello, it's too far to do this. Well, there's his aura tunic. That's not really useful. On the other hand, Fourth is on 6 hearts. Is interesting that he's choosing to pick it up, though, considering water is a stone.
Water may be a stone, but it's not foolish.
No, it is not. But they don't even have a hook shot or iron boots or a gold scale. They can't get in the door. And we don't know if they ever will be able to get in the door before they hit go mode.
I would still pick it up. Again, I'm a horrible runner at this.
Fair. Alright, second bowling prize is the harpy. Sorry, that's dead. And Zephyr's now gonna go Child Sora's River. Is gonna find his third slingshot and not much else. And it is definitely not adult fishing. Oh boy, left diver shoot the sun, everyone.
I couldn't tell what type of rupee it was because I had a minor frame drop.
Same here. I couldn't tell what it was, but I did hear the rupee sound effect, so we can confirm that was not it.
Okay, thank you, chat.
Yeah, I would have maybe shot the sun there to see what it was and know if it was lap dive or shoot the sun. That's concerning. This seed is looking less nice than it was before, considering that, well, I need to find another item for that.
And we don't even know where our final way of the hero is, and considering the distribution of Gossip Stones, it's entirely possible that we're not going to know until we gain access to Zora's Fountain. And with that, yes, happy 1 hour mark. Zephyr going for just a money grind?
I guess so.
I mean, not necessarily a bad idea.
No. Yeah, last way the hero's gonna end up somewhere we've already cleared at this rate, considering we're seriously not missing much of anything. We do need to add gold scale or long shot. We don't know which, because we don't know what lap dive, if it's lap dive or shoot the sun. We need one of those two, and we still need a hookshot, and we still need Rule's letter, along with light arrows from somewhere.
And remember, those light arrows can be just about anywhere.
They really can. We can go to quite a lot of places once we manage to find ourselves a hookshot. We just can't find ourselves a hookshot. Also, considering we've already seen all 3 bomb bags, all 3 strikes, all 3 bows, and all 3 slick shots, Forest Temple is very foolish. They can't even have a duplicate. Sometimes Forest might have a bomb-locked bomb bag or a slingshot-locked slingshot or something, but not even that today, considering we've seen all 3 of everything.
And of course, with Forest Temple being the light medallion, it's...
It's useless.
Which is not often we get to say.
No, but it really is. They don't even find an extra upgrade or anything. It's just dead.
Which means which means we only have to open up enough chests and hope that we get all the small keys and boss key before we take out the 4 ghosts.
Yeah, incoming CAC way of the hero. The skill on 10 skulls would probably be the CAC way of the hero, if nothing else.
Now Zephyr going for beans as well.
Makes sense with the lake way of the hero and no sign of a hookshot. Like, there was a good chance that there was a hookshot in Lab Roof for adult fishing. Like, this makes sense. There wasn't a hookshot in Lab Roof for adult fishing, but the chances were pretty decent of it. I think that's, Words' last ball bag. He doesn't look especially amused by it. Ryu about to get his magic. And Zephyr's going for some skills here, picking up his first skill in a little bit.
Well, we don't know what we don't know what the 20 skull hint is yet, so makes sense.
We are getting a hint. They do have a bonus on Toxic. That was on Saria. Or at least some of them have this Epona, not all of them, because Ryu and Words are still doing 3 song. But they actually no, yeah, so they'll get those shortly. Get it shortly. Time to go Fortress then. We are running out of checks. Yeah, without the hookshot, we are starting to run a little bit low, actually.
And we certainly have access to Fortress right now.
Yes, we do. We have a bonus song. That's, yeah, we have a bonus song.
We have a bonus song, we have a bow. Once we free 1 carpenter, that's all we need to get permission. We can take care of horseback archery, and then take care of 4 relatively easy checks in GTG. Maybe do some sequence breaking if we feel like doing some silver rupee shenanigans to get all the other stuff.
And if we manage to find ourselves a lens in GTG, then we might manage to find ourselves, over in Spirit Temple area, we can do a decent chunk of Spirit Temple potentially, and ZL could actually be out at the Colossus. We don't know yet. World's getting Ranch Night Skulls, I think that's a 16th.
That is.
And Ryu about to get a bonus song here. Red Lewis picked up his boomerang and is going to finish fire here. Yeah, we are a hookshot from finishing Spirit, but we're also a hookshot from doing a lot of things. That's not saying much.
Yeah, hookshot is our bottleneck right now.
It really is.
So,
we also need a fire source, yeah, because Requiem is nowhere to be seen right now. Although Requiem could be vanilla for that matter, we still don't know. Rose is having some aiming problems. There we go. That's 18 tokens.
2 more for 20, and we may end up with a very rare 10-20 required combo.
With 30, 40, and 50 all dead. That would be fun.
I can't tell if that's sarcastic fun or not.
Oh, that's sarcastic.
Gotcha. However, we may also see a cuckoo hover into domain, which, mind
Yeah.
you, domain is in and of itself foolish, but actually that's not even going to help right now because the only other thing we'd get is a quick warp to Lake Hylia, where at best we're just going to see a better look at what that actual bottle item was.
And we know it's not it, considering Medlo had a skill for sure and didn't pick it up. So unless he misidentified something, I don't. Alright. No, that did look to be dead from Zeph's side. Also not picking it up, so we can, I think, at this point confirm it is not it.
But what was it? That's my question.
I still can't tell. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at identifying freestanding items, and today the freestanding items are items that I can't identify for the life of me either, so... And also, I'm wondering right now, as three of our runners are child and Medlo's doing fire, which everyone else is cleared. Oh, who's going to be the first to go to Gerudo Fortress and Gerudo Training Grounds? Because that seems to be the best place to go right now without a hookshot. We're running out of other stuff to do at any rate.
Alright, since we can eliminate the bottle right now, I mean, the non-Gerudo based locations, if I'm looking at this correctly, I mean, maybe with hover boots we can sequence break our way to the map chest in Fire Temple. We're soon going to see...
We saw the map chest, it was not it, because Words did get up to the upper boulder maze, found strength 3, and that was about it.
Oh, okay, so we did see the map chest.
Yeah, he had a bow, he shot the eye switch.
Okay.
I think if I got the key layout right, there had to be a key in there, actually, but...
Let's move on with my remaining analysis, then. We haven't done Child Kukos yet. We're going to probably do it while we pick up 20 Skulltulas.
I would imagine so, considering running out of stuff to do.
We've already confirmed that Bigoron's dead.
Yep, that claim check is not Way of the Hero.
Which means the only other in-logic check, if I'm looking at my notes correctly, is... as a child, stop the big rolling Goron in Goron City.
Yes, Hot Rodder is available. Nothing else is, but Hot Rodder is. Okay, bundle of arrows, thank you, chat. Makes sense as to why we couldn't, for the life of us, tell what that was. Arrows are incredibly hard to identify.
Of course they would be.
Of course, yeah. So 20 Skulls, Hot Rodder, and 20 Skulls, Hot Rodder, and Chickens left as child, more or less. And you can do 20 Skulls as adult, technically.
Alright, Zephyr showing utter disrespect for the Zora tunic and just having pity for the piece of heart. And Words for Swords grinding up the rupees needed for child fishing, I think. Or...
I would imagine. Yeah, he's gonna.
I was curious about moving away from the bushes for a bit. Is there like some secret respawning trick I don't know of?
I don't think so. You'd have to go in and out of the lab or something to respawn it. Feels bad though, because he's not having the best of luck with these rupees. Yeah, Hot Rodders, Chickens, 20 Skulls, Hammer Rocks, Horseback Archery, Fortress Roof, and Foreign GTG. Yeah, that's pretty much our list of checks right now, Toxic.
Alright, Words for Swords finally has the 20 rupees.
Yes, he does. I mean, this makes sense. They're seriously running out of checks.
I'm just right now trying to picture. Okay. I'm gonna go on a crazy idea here.
Yes.
20 skulls is gold scale,
Yes.
which will be lab dive for Rudo's letter.
Uh-huh.
First hook shot on Baronade.
Yep. Yeah, Shoot the Sun is a good idea just to see what it is, in my opinion, because it's a 50-50 at that point by the time you finish Adult Lake. It's either Lab Dive or Shoot the Sun, and you want to know, which one is it? Like, I would probably at this point Shoot the Sun for Zephyr, because they have Sun Song, it's not particularly hard to check it, and you want to know what you need for that Way of the Hero in Lake Hylia.
And then just for added shiggles, light arrows on Water Temple River chest.
That would be something. Yeah, Shimson needs long shot to get, but you just need a bow. You only need a bow technically to see it. Second hookshot on Morpha is sadly not possible with all locations reachable on Rogue Copter. Ward's about to be the last of runners to pick up magic here. He's like, okay. Nice to have, not particularly useful right now. Zephyr's not gonna zoot her safely either.
And then remembering
Lake Lab to reset the bean cycle.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was also a thing you could do.
Yes, it is. Took me a sec to remember what he was doing too. So, all right, Rio's gonna find out the way to Hero Lake Hylia is so far still not much help. And Medlo is gonna get hookshot locked into Fire Temple shortly.
Zephyr forgot about money as well. What's actually funny is all four of our runners have the adult's wallet, and yet we have had 2 or 3 different runners with money problems this seed.
Yes, we had a wallet very early. DC map chest was failed quite early, but they still don't have much luck. Speaking of wallet, that and magic are like the 2 things you don't have the upgrades for.
Okay, so Forest Temple could possibly have some value. Good to know.
And, I mean, I guess it could have a second wallet. Zephyr chucking some bombs off the beam. Alright, here's strength from Medlo, and he is hookshot locked out. Hi Tannerin, welcome to Ridiculous, and we're currently in serious need of hookshot.
Yeah, hookshot is bottlenecking just about everything, and our runners want to avoid. And apparently our runners wish to avoid Gerudo Fortress like the plague.
That's the big catch, Tannerin, is we've had a ridiculous start. We've seen all 3 bomb bags, all 3 slingshots, all 3 bows, and all 3 strength upgrades. We just can't get anywhere without a hookshot right now.
And, Rogue Copter, as much as that idea sounds humorous, it can't happen because Zora's Domain is foolish.
So, no Paradox Letter, otherwise that would be on our list of things left to do. Yeah, we're 2 items from Global about half an hour in, and we're still there. It's not almost had an hour later. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. We were, oh man, we were boomerang a letter from Globo, at the 26-minute mark. We're currently, boomerang and letter from Globo at the boomerang letter and hookshot and letter, sorry, from Globo at 26 minutes. We're still hookshot and ring.
Pay attention to Zephyr's side, we're gonna shoot the sun!
Alright, let's see, what is this? It is 10! Oh boy. Oh.
I see nothing in your notes regarding Shadow Temple.
Nope. But we do have Hover Boots Way of the Hero. We do have Hover's Way of the Hero. That's Stone Shadow, everyone. Except for chucking a bomb because he's really not happy about it. Maybe for Graveyard Way of the Hero, they really hope so. Toxic, they're really hoping it's for Graveyard. Oh boy, that's concerning.
Okay, Metalo going for Gerudo Valley Rocks.
Which is not it. Just
But more importantly, we're going to the fortress.
Yeah, the thing is, the Way of the Hero Shadow, the Way of the Hero Gens is, well, yeah, Way of the Hero hovers. That's a problem. Considering, Shadow is a stone, and we already have Magic and Nocturne. We've seen the medallion layout, Tannerin.
Yeah, Ryu Kane checked earlier.
All four of these runners know by now that's not an issue. I'd be concerned if a runner didn't know the medallion layout in hour 18. We don't need long shot for Shadow Temple. We do need a hook shot though if we want to do that. Zeph, why are you going into the tent? You do not actually need long shot for Shadow Temple. For those who don't know, in the room with the Gyptos and the invisible spikes, you can backflip onto the chest and hook shot from there, so you don't actually need to, you don't actually need to have the long shot for it.
Zephyr, nice way of blowing up that crate.
Except for we do need a long shot today, though, fair point. Generally, though, you don't need long shot for Shadow, but today we need long shot just to get in, considering fire arrow entry is banned. But here is Metalo going into Gerudo Trading Grounds. Let's see, what is here?
Lobby 1.
I need something here at this point. Key.
Lobby 1, key. Lobby 2.
The Vigoron Sword, okay, that's, it's a thing. Not particularly helpful, but nice to have, I guess.
I mean, I won't object to it. I know a number of runners like it. Also, welcome everyone from ZeldaSpeedRuns. You are tuning into a very unique weekly here.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes, so these people are coming from OT Bingo. So welcome to OT Random, where all the items are randomized and they need to find the items to complete all 6 medallion dungeons to get to Ganon's Castle and beat the game. So, OT Bingo, welcome to OT Rando. We are seriously running out of checks to do.
I
right
did not...
Apparently not worth picking up, because I also missed it. Yeah, bottleneck seeds are fun.
And then right side, last one. That was equivalent key exchange, it looked like. Oh, they were all keys, so we actually gained a key.
Yep. Yeah, OT Rando, where the roots are made up and logic is better, well. Or, yeah, no glitches are used in everything else, so it's no. Oh, no, yeah, we don't. It's a mostly glitchless rule set. Words for swords, why are you shooting a beehive? Money? I think that drops money, at least.
I did not see that one drop money, but that one did.
Yeah. Yeah, we are having some ridiculous money problems. No one has money today. Everyone's poor despite them having a wallet for a very long time.
We may have a wallet, but we haven't
shoot the sun.
We may have a wallet, but we haven't seen a lot of big rupees this seed. And now Ryu has...
Where's that?
Yep. Also, Ryu has seen, shoot the sun and is just turning away.
Kinda has to. There's nothing he can do with it. It's good knowledge, but, can't do anything with it. And there's just a heart piece on the fortress roof. So... Also, backlink hits. Colossus Wave, the hero. Okay, my guess at that point is it's Zelda's Lullaby.
Alright, so where's that lens of truth?
The one check left in GT. Do we have any? That is a new hint, Axe. That is also our last wave hero.
Also, did Metalo line up the rupees in time? Oh!
I think so.
Wow, just fell through the stairs. I didn't realize wall masters were that, powerful.
Lens is logically recorded across. We're currently trying to figure out what's left in logic is our problem. It's... not much, to be honest. Did we see the Lizalfa's side of things already?
We got our, key from there.
Okay, because I'm wondering what's left in logic. This isn't, for sure.
So, the only thing left in logic right now is first left side, maze check. However, Metalo is choosing to, break logic. We already got the, silver rupees, and so we can basically, take our whole way around the tour.
Yeah, and no, the maze requires 3 keys to get in, because it does assume you're an idiot and use your keys on the right side instead.
And technically, we've already used our keys, so... Well, also, 1,000!
Oh,
there's
boy,
our
that's
lens!
The lens! Oh boy, that means, yeah, I think it's time for Wave Tier Colossus.
And Wolfos... Oh, there's the money!
Yeah, an hour 24, that is one of our last location... Well, that's one of the last things left in logic up until that point was that lens, which that puts our Wasteland Crossing in logic. So, Spirit Temple? Could also be just a ZL out there, because it is Way of the Hero, nothing on 1500. Could be a ZL at the Colossus at this point, I think, for that Way of the Hero graveyard, because Composer Grave is Way of the Hero for something. Nocturne was on the Zelda's Lullaby check VXR. They've had it for a while. They can't get into Shadow Temple because Fire Arrow entry is banned, now that they have it. And then Spire's on Shoot the Sun.
Alright, going for the remaining chests in this... Seriously, GTG holding out on our money today.
Yeah, no wonder they're poor. Hey,
and
Greg.
There's the opposite end of the spectrum. Hi, Greg.
And more money. This scene just... Hey, after you do all the checks that require money, here's all the money.
Oh! Talk about a heel-face door slam!
Yeah. That's a new one on me. You don't see people getting killed by the doors too often. Oh man. Colossus does not have Nocturne or Zexping Sorry, that's just funny. Getting killed by a door. Alright, Zeph is just gonna skip GTG and is gonna just head across the wasteland instead. We know this is a good play for him since there is nothing in logic in GTG, nothing in the in-logic checks in GTG. Mirror Shield was on the top of DC. Strength 3 was take your pick of, well, our strength upgrades were Richer, Temple of Time, Lighter of Cutscene, I don't know why I wrote that down as Temple of Time, and Fire Up a Boulder Maze. I have a notes sheet and I for some reason wrote down the lax strength as Temple of Time. I was like, okay, well, I should fix that. Oops.
Well,
Thanks,
it is. I mean, it is technically Temple of Time, but
it is. I just started looking and I was like, yeah, okay, that's not the first thing I would think of for writing it down. I don't know why I wrote that down. Anyway. Zeph first across the wasteland here. Let's see what there is out here. This is
Not
Way
even-
of the Hero.
not
even
even-
that.
not even using the lens.
Yeah, the good thing about being killed by the door is Bedlow got motivated to not go back and then just got his lens. So he is probably gonna have a Colossus soon.
All right, if Desert Colossus is not Zelda's Lullaby, then I don't know what to say.
I mean, let's see. We have left Minuet, Requiem, ZL, Storms, and Song of Time for potential Way of the Heroes here and potential songs. And to be honest, anything would be useful. Frogs 2 is still dead. We have all of our hints now, so I'm gonna probably stop taking notes on that. Alright, Colossus Arch is... that's a huge rupee, I think.
I couldn't get a good look, but let's pay more attention to our ears than our eyes for this next one.
That's Zeal. Alright, that figured. Composer Grave!
Yep.
Composer Grave.
Fortunately,
the hero.
yeah.
Worm's now
Fortunately,
gonna
we
shoot
do.
the sun. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we do have Nocturne. Now's the time to head back. But Zephyr wishes to head forward for a little bit. At the very
At least
least,
get the first check here in case that happens to be his first hook shot. You never know. It would be rude, but your first hook shot could be on the boulder's chest here.
It
James
would
has
be
not
rude.
confirmed the Way of the Hero in Lake, but we also haven't seen anything else. But it's this or Lab Dive, and we can't get Lab Dive. In or out of logic. No hookshot, no gold skill, no irons. It is also worth checking for key locked. Yeah, we can't get Shoot the Sun either, but at least we can check that. We have no idea what Lab Dive is. Alright, Medlo is gonna cross the wasteland. Rhea just picked up a Goron sword. And the first chest the only check in and out spirit that we can get right now is our first hook shot!
shot. Oh,
Oh my god. Just why?
I don't know anymore. But here's what I do know. Forest Temple is not our Way of the Hero.
Nope, it's foolish, and there can't be anything remotely useful in it.
So yeah, I think for those that like to play betting games, I think we're either betting for the letter or betting for the light arrows. And I don't know which one's more appropriate right now.
That is a good question, because we do know that, well, I would say let's first find out what Zeph gets in Way of the Hero Graveyard. Going Child, so you can do Flame Storage to get the check here, which could be Din's locked. And that's why Din's is Way of the Hero for all we know.
Yeah, let's at least have this sequence play out first.
Yeah, let's find out what the Way of the Hero in the Graveyard is first. Then we can figure out everything else. River and Gold Scale would be funny. Also, some extra fun logic. Oh, Zeph doesn't have any sticks. Oh boy, needs to go get some of those. Oopsies. He actually has some money, I think, so it's gonna... Oh no, it's gonna save ARP to go buy sticks. Feels... not the first thing you think of. Oh, Mudlow's gonna check, the Colossus Ferry, which Zeph did not do. Or he would if he had a CL, but he hasn't gotten that yet, so he needs to go pick that up. Yeah, they're really resource locked.
This is definitely a seed that'll teach you how to get by without some of the common, tools that just open everything.
Yep. Yeah, worth having a bit of a rougher time with the Garuda Guard, considering they do not have, they don't have, words, wowza. They don't have a hookshot to put her in the torch to make it easier. Yeah, that's the question, is do the others also check that one chest in Adult Spirit? Because we know that's their first hookshot. Probably and the odds are the other hookshot is hookshot logged, considering that was near last location hookshot for us.
Alright, Meadowlow's not playing a song. Alright, they're doing it.
Alright, thank you. If the fairy fountain is a long shot, that would be hilarious. Alright, Ryukane is now doing the Wolfos room here in the Spirit Temple. Has more than enough health to not get killed by a door.
And Graveyard teaches Requiem, so now we can head back if we ever need to.
That might be Way of the Hero, depending on what this chest here is, which is currently out of logic. No sign of fire arrows and no sign of long shot right now. We only just got our first hookshot.
Alright, let's see. It is
a heart piece. Okay, that's Requiem. And Zeph is heading straight back. That makes sense. Requiem is Way of the Hero. It has to be Child Spirit. I'm suspecting this is Rudo's letter.
Now, I need a reminder on some of the hint systems here. So, I know that a hint cannot directly point to light arrows with the exception of Ganon's hint at the end.
Yeah.
Can a hint that points to a Way of the Hero item, can that item lead directly to light arrows?
Yes. For all we know, light arrows are in Shadow Temple, and that's why Din's Way of the Hero.
Also, hi again, Greg, on Ryu's side, because I know folks like that, and I know I'm stuck with it.
Yep. Alright, Words, it just gave a thumbs up. We can see his face cam on comms. He did get that silver rupee with the Wallmaster. Alright, Meadowlow is going to choose to continue in Adult Spirit, having picked up his hookshot, finally, at the hour 34 mark. Feels kind of bad. And let's see, Ryu, having not been killed by a door, is continuing in GTG as his Words.
First check, small key.
Yep.
3 keys left.
And there's the boss key in Spirit.
Boss key on adult side.
Yep. And, okay, the first chest of Child Spirit was not much, but the second chest has to be a key because we need one. Yeah, Dins could be for Shadows for Lights. And, yep, there's the key for Spirit Temple.
So, the way the logic expects you to handle Spirit Temple key logic, first of all, good luck figuring it out. Second of all, you're expected to do Child Climb first.
Yep, that is in logic with one key and projectile for both ages.
Oh.
Hey, there's our first bottle! Colossus Fairy!
A little late, but at least we have a bottle. And I think our remaining keys are going to be on left side maze, unless there's one hiding in the toilet.
I think so, yeah, because Ryu's short 3 from the right side. Has 4 right now. 4 and 3 is 7, so there's 2 left. Alright, Child Spirit Climb. What does it have? Small key.
And money.
And alright, Zeph is going to continue to do the firelock checks as Ryu picks up some keys, and Metalo is now heading reversing across the wasteland. Okay. And Words is having a little bit of trouble here.
Left side maze. Don't forget to go up. There we go.
There we go. And we're also going to see the spirit map chest. GTG hidden ceiling is another key, and the spirit map chest is also a key. All right. And this is another key. Okay, I believe toilet is an item.
Toilet is an item, and we've already confirmed that the center chest has nothing of importance, so... Final item in GTG will be Song of Time locked. But
Yes,
hey,
it
we can now
will.
carry more decking sticks.
At least there's that. And there's a heart piece. Yeah, we don't really... And okay, that is it. Ryu knows that the center chest is dead, and GTG was useless.
Well, but GTG had our green penny.
That, I guess. Not worth. Not worth. Ryu is not happy with GTG being as useless gets. Oh, there's double magic. Cheeky, that's magic locked magic. In the spirit sunblock room.
I mean, while that is nice to know, it's... that's not what we're after. Okay, which hand was it that was hinted? Right hand or left hand?
Right hand, so I don't know what Zeph is doing. Oh, according to his hint tracker, he never saw that hint, so that makes sense. I guess he never checked the medical road or Deathmatch Intelligence, so those were where that was. That is an F, though, and he's climbing back up! Oh no, this feels bad. I mean, it makes sense for him, he's seriously running low on checks. Unfortunately, what he doesn't know is it's dead. Everyone else knows it's dead, I think, more or less.
Yeah. Also, Chad, if I said something I wasn't supposed to, I apologize, but I thought I was relying on what our forerunners have seen.
Yeah, maybe we're slightly hit on seeing magic, is my guess? Feels bad that poor Zeph is gonna lose like 2 or 3 minutes minimum to this child spirit finish. The rest of it was a good play, but the top is bad. Oh, okay, thank you, Axe. I will try and delay my commentary by a second or two then. Zeph forgetting to push the armrest onto the switch in order to open the door to get further in child spirit.
To do that rigmarole, I forgot.
Yes, you do. He forgot too. It's easy to forget. It is not a permanent flag.
Perhaps it should be. But of course, this just brings up the issue of if you cannot dodge that iron knuckle, that's 4 hearts of damage. And we do not have double defense equipped. Now, here's the ironic thing. I believe Zephyr was one of the runners that passed up on Nehru's Love, also jokingly referred to as protection. This is the time you use Nehru's Love!
Yes, when you are fighting an iron knuckle as child with just 6 hearts. But he does get it second try. He's firing a slingshot in frustration. And it's gonna find out that this is whatever variety of death this is, because we did see a hint for it. Ah, yeah, it was a blue beak. Alright, Steph is going back adult. And our question remains, the hookshot is nice, but where does that send us right now? My guess is, since that Requiem is Way of the Hero, Adult Spirit is the play, as Ryu is gonna get his first hookshot here. Hopefully Zeph remembers to pick up Mirror, because right now Adult Spirit is looking like the play. You had to go Adult Spirit, you had to go to Spirit Temple as Adult to get ZL, to go to Way of the Hero Graveyard to get your Requiem, to go Child Spirit to get a key, to go back to Adult Spirit to continue. Thanks, game.
Chat is suspecting the possibility that Spirit Temple may be logic bait.
What would it be bait for? Next question.
I don't know. Spirit Temple key logic throws me off way too much.
Yeah, there's not much you can do bait. We've seen 3 of most everything. We've had 3 of everything for most things. Yeah. Yeah, we've seen both 2 nukes. They've got a wallet. Domain is foolish, so it can't be King Zora. Logshot would lead to Ardens, which would lead to Shadow Temple. Like, what is there left to be bait? Like, we are seriously we're still not running. We still don't have a whole lot. Even Gold Skill would be useful considering that last time might be Way of the Hero. There's just not much bait to be found at this point. Yeah, there was a key on Map Chest of Spirit too as well, so we do keep that in mind for Spirit Key Logic.
Crater Fairy check-in coming.
There's another bottle. No, I think that's...
That may be the original one, you're right.
I think that's the original one, though. I was like, I don't think that's the second blue fire bottle. But alright, Zeph is heading back to Adult Spirit. There's Requiem for Metalo.
We could possibly head back to Fire Temple, though. We do have the hook shot.
It is Way of the Hero. Yeah, the question is, where's Logshot? Because the deepest parts of Spirit are fire-locked logically by that map chest. We do have 2 keys in logic right now. And alright, Melo's gonna go take his way to Hero Requiem and head off to Child Spirit to pick up a key. Zephyr will be the first one to find out what's Way of the Hero behind Requiem. We know it can't be the hookshot, because you don't need the key off Requiem to get this hookshot. It has to be something else deeper in Spirit Temple. Yeah, so, this is something.
The seed that gave everything at the start and then it was like, tut, tut, tut. You're not going to get your dessert.
Yeah, we were hucking letter from Glowmode at 26 minutes. The next item we found on the way to Glowmode was the hookshot at an hour 24, nearly a full hour later. Well, the butter knife sure ain't it. Although that key is handy.
If I've counted correctly, though, there's only one more key left in Spirit.
That is correct. We have seen Child Side, Child Climb, Math, and Adult Climb for keys so far. 3 of those 4 are in Logic, the 4th is most definitely not.
And let me guess, it's out of Logic because we lack a stable fire source?
Correct.
Now there's a setup I'm not used to seeing to get that chest.
I mean, it works. Just a heart piece, though. As we continue to find ourselves severely bottlenecked, it is looking like Adult Spirit is the play.
Alright.
Ledge chest here is another heart piece. We are running low on stuff in Logic and Spirit Temple here, actually.
I mean, based off of, again, I've been using a Solis tracker throughout this. Technically,
Yes.
without the fire source, this tracker is claiming nothing is in Logic at all.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think everything past here is 4 key locked. Yeah. Yeah, so currently Spirit Temple is not, well, I mean, Zephyr doesn't care much about the logic, but technically he is logically fire source locked out of Spirit Temple. These Anubises are not being nice.
There we go. Gets across.
Just by 4 armors. Bedlow is now doing Child Spirit.
Same as Ryu?
Yep. And Words is heading into Spirit for the first time. OT is Serenade. That is dead. And there's our last key on 4 armors. Okay, we are 100% fire locked out of Spirit Temple because I think the 4 armors key is our logical 5th key.
So, Din's Fire, aka Long Shot, leads to money.
Oh, there's a purple rupee. And some more money.
Okay, Desert has all the money today. What gives?
I don't know. Yeah, Longshot can't be here unless fires are available because, oh boy, Zephyr getting more trouble with Iron Knuckles.
Again, this is the battle where you use Nehru's love.
Yeah. But we are going to see Quad Spirit here. Yay! It makes perfect sense with Requiem Way of the Hero, although they are currently wildly out of logic. Alright, so Mirror Shield Chest. This was not hinted. Is... Iron Boots!
Iron Boots!
Oh boy.
And Water Temple has nothing assigned to it.
Nope. That is, however, wildly out of logic right now.
So, let's hope. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know whose side chat's on, or even I'm on right now. But yeah,
That's a thing.
we are certainly going on a wild goose chase. That's for sure.
Oh, we are, because Requiem was Way of the Hero for a Spirit Temple key. That Spirit Temple key has so far turned up these Iron Boots. That's it.
Let's see what the big key chest has.
Heart container. Good point. Chess minigame can have something. That's a terrifying thought.
But the lens came from Gerudo Fortress, not Spirit.
Yes, it doesn't mean it still can't have a long shot or bolt skill or something, though.
True.
There's Hookshot for Words. He is not particularly happy to see it.
I don't think any of our runners were.
No, I don't think so. Who would?
Alright, tippy top chest.
There's a Blippy. Alright, Zeph I think is gonna just kill Twinrova. Iron Boots are a way of the hero. And that's been the only thing in Spirit Temple that could be way of the hero.
Unless Twinrova has something, but ugh.
Yeah.
That's kind of a scary thought.
Yeah. Look, to know that this is currently out of logic, but there's a decent chance that the fire source or long shot's just in deep fire, to be honest.
Or somewhere
Chickens
else.
or chickens or 20 skulls. I mean, there's still not much in logic, mind. It's just still kind of bottleneck.
Technically, if it is supposed to be long shot for Dins as your fire source, that's how that could be bait.
Yeah. Is Longshot could be, I don't know. Well, Longshot can't be in spirit, but something else could be elsewhere. There's Level Magic for you, who has seen the Colossus right hand hint is gonna skip that. Poor Zeph lost a good couple minutes to it, but is still overall ahead in the Spirit Temple, having skipped GTG.
And there we go, Zephyr finally gets revenge on the Iron Knuckles by delivering a flawless Naburu Knuckle.
Yes it is. Fire is not full cleared. We got Hookshot locked down. Strength 3 was in the upper boulder maze, we haven't seen anything past it. Because they couldn't without a Hookshot. And there is one item. Pier is a key, Hammer Chest is a key, and I think between Compass and High Scoron there is one key out of that. With one item left in Deep Fire. Alright, Ryu is taking away the Hero Requiem back to Spirit Temple. Medlo is in there already. Ward is gonna get Requiem here shortly. They have seen Shoot the Sun, so I believe both Ryu and Swords. So Zeph, Ryu, and Words all know that something that did Shoot the Sun, which is potentially Way of the Hero. What for, we're not sure yet, considering we still haven't managed to find our long shot. And Medlo actually still does not know Shoot the Sun is a Din's Fire, I think. But they did need long shot to get it. They don't need long shot to check it, they need long shot to get it.
Alright, Kome and Kotake have combined forces.
Yeah, it could be key logic. Din's could be just for key logic and spirit, but then but Longshot then has to be on like chickens or 20 skulls or fire map, the compass chest. It's about the 3 big spots for Longshot right now. Like, we're out of logic. We're seriously still low on logical spots for things.
And just to provide a minor update regarding the Fire Temple, if I've counted the number of chests correctly, there are 4 small keys left and 1 item in Fire Temple.
Something like that. We have Pier and Hammer Chest, which both have... Pier has to be a key, Hammer Chest is hinted to be one. We have Highest Goron, we have Compass, and what is the 5th? I'm forgetting right now. You say there's 5?
I have 5 listed, but at the same time, for some reason, 2 of them are called crow chests.
I was gonna say there isn't a 5th. Alright, so Tornova's useless, which means that Iron Boots are Way of the Hero behind our Requiem.
Oh my gosh, it is gonna be River Chest, isn't it?
It really could. It really could.
You know, I was kind of joking when I said that, but the fact that this may actually come to pass, if this happens, I may have to not commentate for a month.
Sorry, what did you say earlier that you're rather concerned about now? River Chest? Yeah. Yeah, Fire probably has Longshot or Fire at this point. But Lab Dive is out of logic because Iron Boots and Hookshot are not in logic for Lab Dive.
That's not necessarily going to stop our runners from doing it.
Oh no, considering it might be Way of the Hero and Din's is concerning to say the least. I actually do think Colossus and DMC fairies both have blue fire bottles. Wow.
Wait, so I was right? Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, that would be funny. Now, on the other hand, it does mean that our Colossus is just waiting here for Zeal. Not that I expected Paul to be waiting here at this point, but it's still funny. We are having a day, to say the least, with this seed. I mean, here's the thing, too, is we still don't have Saga time. Oh, I
We
forgot.
don't.
Pose is a thing. Pose has been a thing ever since we found the bottle, which admittedly was pretty late.
Well, now's as
I'll
good
be
a
honest.
time as any.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I forgot about it too. We have Pose. So, logic to get those iron boots could be Deep Fire, Pose, Lens Game, 20 Skulls Chickens.
And we are pretty sure that the Tektite Grotto had nothing important?
Fairly certain at this point, yeah. Yeah, Song of Time has to be left behind letter at this point, so it's useless. Can roll out code as well. I mean, that's. Oh, well, we could still have lights locked behind Song of Time. We still haven't seen light arrows. There's
Alright.
Ryukin.
Toxic is thinking that Lab Dive is going to have Rudo's letter. At this rate, it may very well.
It really could.
Well, let's get confirmation, and if so, then we would have our final bet.
Where are light arrows? Yeah, if it's Lab Dive, where's Gold Scale is the question, because we still haven't seen that. Gold Scale could be Lens Game, Chickens, Pose, 20 Skulls. Nope, Fluky!
Nothing!
Alright, Dins is confirmed Way of the Hero in Lake Hylia. Now the question is, what is it Way of the Hero for?
Way of the Hero to get the iron boots?
Well, then where's Longshot?
Kuko's?
Yeah, Chickens,
20 skulls?
Lens Game, Pose.
So, welcome to Water Temple, everyone. This really feels strange to say. Are we seriously going to end up with light arrows on River Chest?
It's Skull Mask, Chickens, Hot Rodder, or Pose, basically. Hot Rodder, Pose, or Lens Game are the big spots.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought we already eliminated Skull Mask.
Oh, that's Skull Mask. 20 Skulls is what it is. Or 20 Skulls, Chickens, Hot Rodder, Pose, Lens Game. Yeah, and Deep Fire.
Alright, starting with the map chest, I believe.
Yep, and oh, poor Lord's doing OGC, which is foolish. There's light arrows. Water map. That clears up a few things.
I was partially right.
Alright.
And I don't know how to feel about that. So, where's Rudo's letter?
Yeah, oh, I forgot that we have a couple fairy fountains as well for our logical irons access.
So,
Also for that letter, for that matter.
Yeah, but letter's the last big thing we need, so... Din, this may be the time where we put up a bet.
Where in the world is Rudo's letter? Zora's Domain Foolish, that is both adult and child with Zora's Domain, which is 3 checks. In the settings, those being Domain Torches, Zora Diving Minigame, and Unfreezing King Zora. Ganon is the one who rolled this delightful vest. Alright, where do you think this Rudo's letter is?
I'm still gonna say River Chest, just because. I don't care.
Alright, go with that. I'm gonna put in a bet in chat. Pet Dancing Dad, yeah.
Lizzie, I don't have the Rudo's letter. Besides, others have already bet Darunia.
I'm gonna bet Deep Shadow, because why not?
Also, did Zephyr actually get the torches checked? Because I only see 1 key in inventory.
I don't remember. A Dollar Trial freestanding
Right.
heart piece. Wrong game, Sean. Wrong game. But that's funny.
Right. Zephyr doesn't have a fire source to light the torches.
He has a bow.
Bow. Oh, right. Bow's all you need.
Yes. Nice brain fart. You don't need dins if you don't have a bow.
Okay, so it was nothing important. Thank you. Which means this compass chest right here is likely a small key.
Indeed. We have no hints, by the way. Water Temple, who knows what's in here. Beyond those light arrows, yep, there's a key. Alright, yeah, where is Longshot? Well, the answer to that is, Hot Rodder, Chickens, 20 Skulls, Pose, Lens Game, Deep Fire, or one of our fairy fountains. That is a bet for, that is actually a bet for Riddle's letter, because we did just see light arrows a couple minutes ago from Zeph. In water map chest, and there's another key on the, push block, chest of Water Temple. Also, happy 2 hours because we missed it during this whole craziness.
I don't know if I would call what's been going on happy.
I don't know either. This has been a seed.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a nice, calm seed. Zephyr is saving before going to Big Chest. Which, if I recall correctly, this one is technically out of logic.
Everything in water's out of logic. That's not saying anything.
Point. Well, this is so far out of logic that I can't even put a comment on it in the box.
To be honest, it's pretty boring for the trackers. If I'm actually thinking hours, you're not wrong, Axe. Our trackers are bored. Alright, Water Boss key chest is another key. That's an extra key. That's 5 key lock, logically. Yeah, this is a snooze fest for the trackers. You worked everything in the first half hour and have had nothing to do since. Speaking of, I suppose, as Seth gets back in water and the others do checks we've seen already, shoutouts to our runners here. Ryukane, Zephyr, Metalo, and Words. Shoutouts to my co-con, Wolfman. Shoutouts to our trackers, Axe, Jojo, Monroe, Copper, and Sean. And shoutouts also to our restreamer Din, who's also responsible for this delightfully terrible seed.
And don't forget to follow Star14681 as well. Because they've been putting in the work here. It's like, all the stuff that I'm used to doing, you've been covering great. It's like, I'm not used to this anymore.
Sorry.
It's all good. I've just been around the block a bit.
Yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying. This is only my 3rd or 4th time commentating OoTR standard weekly settings or anything even close to it like Scrubs, because I mostly commentate everything that isn't weekly settings. As you see, just a small key in the dragon chest. My commentary experience is mostly co-op, some Scrub settings duels, some rando, and a couple Freaky Fridays.
And of course,
not standard.
Well, this standard is not standard either, so apparently you're right at home.
Yeah, I do remember that there is no sanity zone. There's no scrub sanity, there's no skull sanity, there's no shop sanity, it's just regular weekly settings. Nice though, since I don't have to think about all those randos all over the map that have scrubs in them. Or about all those random scrubs all over, all the random skulls. I'm just enjoying the fact that Star is not to blame for a bad seed for once. Well, for those who don't know, I roll seeds for the co-op tourney in particular as a race mod, and I have rolled some truly horrible seeds.
As long as, actually, I don't know if people trying to ban you from rolling seeds is a good thing or a bad thing anymore. I hear different things depending on the communities. Speaking of which, I do believe the Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly is going to take place within a few hours. Typically, the weeklies are shown on the ZSR channels. I don't know which one, but do check the schedule. They...
2, I believe, on this channel, as long as we finish in time. Which we should.
Yeah, the previous tournament had their own unofficial ban system where the 2 worst
Hey.
seed rollers had to play a specialty seed post-tournament.
Yes, they still have a ban list. They just have the summer version right now, last I checked. Alright, Zeph cleared out as much as he could of Water Temple, found Jack all of use, and is gonna now unfortunately go clear GTG, which we know to be completely useless. Yeah, remember when he thought it might be sub 2? It's not just for the tournaments in general, that is correct. iBot here being one of the tourney organizers and moderators of the Minish Cap Rando Discord, who also occasionally tracks over here for Ocarina of Time Rando. Hi, iBot.
So now I just have to wonder, is it chickens?
It seriously could be chickens. We're running out of things. We really are. It's chickens, pose, hot rod, or 20 skulls, Let's Game, Deep Fire, or whatever fairy fountain. We still have not seen any finishers, not that I'm particularly surprised considering how this seed has been going. There were 48 entrants into this race. We have so far seen 5 forfeits.
Here's our big po check.
That's not it. Just a nut. It can't be in Forest Temple. That was hinted to be foolish. There can't be anything in there. We've seen everything that could be bait. There might be a second wallet in there. That's about it. Like, Forest Temple is as foolish gets, considering we've seen all 3 bomb bags, all 3 slingshots, all 3 bows, all 3 strengths, both magics, and a few things besides. It is absolutely not Forest Temple. Alright, Medalo got nothing off pose and is now going child. Gonna probably do lens game and we'll see where he goes from there. Words is on Twin Rova, Ryu is doing Water Temple, Medalo dipped water for his lights and has since left, and Words, and well, Zeph is gonna do GTG and find absolutely nothing in here. I would have put Zeph ahead because he had done GTG, but at this point, doing it kind of puts him back with everyone else.
Hold on a second, chat. I suspect a lens game coming up, so get your guesses in now.
Yep. Oh, also bowling, because he hasn't done this yet. Gonna find a Zora 2 deck that's not helpful.
But checking lens game makes sense. So, use this Bombchu bowling time to get your guesses in. It's 5 doors, each of which left or right. It's a 1 in 32 shot. And now, guessing ends for that.
Yes, it does, because now we're gonna see. Let's see, alright, right? So, most people are already out, because I saw a lot of left first guesses. Also, thank you, Din, for closing our letter, but...
I don't know if that was intended. Right, left.
Left.
Alright, right, left, left. Right. Right.
Left, right. Everyone loses!
Including Metalo.
Yeah, Young Thun Fish, I'm probably botching it. It was the closest, but got the last one wrong. Oh, Ward's getting told by Troll Rova. Ryu is checking out a fairy fountain somewhere. I have no idea what this is. Oh, double defense is apparently in it, or wherever this fairy fountain is. Which does eliminate one more check from our list of checks. Ah, that's the Crater Fairy, so that it was definitely not another bottle. And speaking of fairy fountains, Metalow's now going to check out the Hyrule Castle fairy fountain as Ryukain goes to check out the Death Mountain Trail fairy fountain. World is continuing to have a bad name with Trollrova, and Zeph is clearing GTG.
Did anyone check Hyrule Castle Fairy? Because I think that's where Metalo is.
No, this is our first time seeing it. And this, I think, might be our first time seeing the Death Mountain Trail Fairy as well. What do these fairy fountains have? A Bloopy for the Death Mountain Trail Fairy, and a long shot for the Hyrule Castle Fairy.
Wow.
The long shot plot? Yeah. Alright, that's Did's Fire and Stone Shadow at this point.
But that means we have to beat Water Temple to enter Shad.
No, we don't need to beat Water. We just need to have a Scarecrow.
Right. But still, we had to enter Water anyway for light arrows. This was an oops all dungeons.
Yes. At this rate, yes. Cause then that long shot also puts our iron boots in logic to put our light arrows in logic. Okay, our logic's fixed. Now where's the letter? And now, because Serenade is on AD, poor Mudlover still welcome, as they ride all the way back across the lake to go get his Dins, to go off to Shadow Temple to presumably pick up his letter. We're still not sure. It might not even be that. For all we know, Longshot's just for Dins, for irons, for light arrows. And Rudo's letter still could be on chickens, or 20 skulls, or Hot Rodder. Or actually, I forgot the Runia and Goron power options too.
I don't have words.
This scene is really awful. Yeah, both hook shots are way of the hero. Hover boots were way of the hero for Fire Temple for sure, probably for Shadow Temple as well. You see what you did, you broke Wolfman. Well, okay, Ryu is heading back to Fire Temple, so we'll see what's up here. And in other words, everyone is getting trolled by this. Yeah, technically you could get either hookshot first. It just made more sense to get the spirit one. I guess at least they have Sun Song to get the... Although, I'm having a little trouble with the pun. At least they have Sun Song to get over to get shoot the sun quickly. This would have been annoying to wait for.
I did not know you can ride Epona over to this section.
Yeah, you can. She's annoying with the bridges, but actually, I don't think Metalo knows that Din's are around here necessarily. Also, it's funny, because Metalo has marked Go Mode on his tracker. I don't think he's seen Shoot the Sun yet, so he's not going to be particularly happy to find Din's fire on him.
And, how can we even be in Go Mode when we don't have Rudo's letter?
He thinks Rudo's letter is here. He is unfortunately miserably wrong. Because I don't think he actually peeped this earlier. And yeah, this doesn't even have to lead to Rudo's letter. It could still be on Chickens, Child Goron City, Rest of Water Temple, Child Goron City, 20 Child Goron City, 20 Skulls, Chickens, Deep Fire, or, yeah. There's still some places left that don't involve Din's Fire for the Rudo's letter.
Oh! Boulder knocks Ryukain down.
Oh, that feels bad. He's gonna have to go back around. Yeah, never hung with that cat. And alright, Stone Shadow, everyone! The third of our stone dungeons, all three of which seem to be required today because it's that kind of save.
Well, let's start with the traditional ordering of things. Always head to where the hover boots are, because you never know what you may find.
Indeed. But this scene is looking to be at least an Oops Dip AD. This isn't a true Oops AD for items. You didn't have to go to the end of the Water Temple as far as we can tell right now, but you do have to at least dip all your stone dungeons.
It's still all dungeons enough for my purposes.
Yeah, there's strength 3 for Ryukane. And there's the key for Medalo. No, I recently rolled a seed that had really Oops AD for items. It was Stone Deku, Stone Forest, and Stone Spirit. You had to go to Deku Tree for a bomb bag and a boomerang on Goma. You had to go Child Spirit with Wave the Hero Fire Arrows to get a strength upgrade off the map chest, to go Adult Spirit without a Mirror Shield to get Dins off the boss key chest. And then you had to go to Stone Forest to Phantom Ganon to get your light arrows. It was full clear every stone dungeon other than Spirit Temple, but you had to do most of it anyway without a Mirror Shield, because Dins was on the boss key chest and Dins locked her Mirror Shield. That was a fun scene as the words gets his light arrows. It's kind of like, okay, his facial expression on that one, I think. As Ryu's gonna pick up his key up here. Dippity doo, dippity day. My oh my, what a dippity day, lol, Phoenix. Frozen Phoenix. This is a seed for sure.
Wait, you can throw the bomb over the crack and have it not work?
Huh. There's strength 3 for Zeph.
This seed is teaching us a lot, apparently.
It is. It really is.
Okay. Kier's chest. I do not know what it is called on the tracker I'm using, but yeah, this has to be a key, I agree.
We got hard key locked out by this chest. You would have seen this a while back otherwise, considering how hard the bottleneck this team wound up.
Alright, compass chest for Medalo.
A stick upgrade!
Little late for that.
Hey, they still have to do job review, no pot strats!
Fair.
But seriously, have we seen both stick upgrades and both nut upgrades to go along with both everything else upgrades?
I think so. Forest Temple is pointless!
It really, really is! There's a reason why they're avoiding it like the plague!
Alright, early silvers.
Not it! Maybe not second nut upgrade, but I think that was our second sick upgrade. We've seen at least one nut upgrade. Looking at my notes sheet, we are missing 1 scale, 1 wallet, fire arrows, and that's about it. For major items. And for Roar's Wind, which would have been nice a while back, but is nowhere to be seen. They are missing Riddle's letter at Washi no Kishi. No clue where it is. It's somewhere in the game. It's decent chances in Shadow Temple, but it could still be in any number of odds and ends overworld checks. Or here in Fire Temple. Or here in Water Temple, for that matter. We don't know. Maybe it's just been unchecked this whole time. I would laugh pretty hard, because that's been available for a very, very long time. In fact, it's been available since the beginning of the game.
Alright, highest Goron, what do you have?
4!
Oh!
And that's also the last check in Fire, so that Ryu is out. Alright, so Fire is not it. Words is currently just doing checks. They've seen the Water Temple. We haven't seen Darkblink, but I think we saw just about everything else in here.
Oh, and
Metal is
Metal Gold.
I think we didn't see Darkblink, but that's an essential pillar about the only 2 checks in water we didn't see. But I'm looking at chat and looking and then at Words screen. Words is gonna check Central Pillar right now. Yeah, all of our We Are the Heroes are resolved. But they're not helping much at this point. As Din's leads to Iron Boots, which leads to Light Arrows. Din's might lead to Rudo's Letter, but there is no guarantee. Rudo's Letter still could be on any number of random overworld checks or Water Temple. We do know at least that Song of Time and Song of Storms are both 100% useless because they're locked behind Rudo's Letter, and Rudo's Letter is go mode. Also, Mudlow is lacking so badly I can't tell some things. There's another key in Pressure Room.
3 keys remain in Shadow Temple. Well, 3 small keys anyway.
Yeah, we still haven't seen the boss key.
There it is!
There it is! Shadow Crusher Room has our 2nd string. Oh, well, that's our letter, sorry. Jeez, that's bad. Oh my god, this sea!
Stone Shadow finds a way.
Alright, now he's gonna presumably go clear Forest Temple. Longshot was in Hero Castle Fairy, Helagachua, hello!
This seed was supposed to have been, a surprising calm jet seed.
And then this happened. Oops, dip all stone dungeons.
Why?
I don't know. Alright, Zeph picking up double defense, which is at least nice. Poor Metallo, having never picked up Bolero, was stuck walking up the mountain to get to Forest Temple.
Oh, Words for Swords, having issues climbing up to that upper ledge.
Oof. Yeah, that's what you get for calling this a nice seat a half hour in. Yeah, that's fair. Me and Dingo said, yeah. Alright, now that we are finally in no mode, it's been 2.5 hours, I kinda need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
I can hold the fort. Now, Metallo actually chose to play Saria's to get into the Sacred Forest Meadow. I don't think we even... No, we found where Minuet was, so I'm surprised Metallo isn't playing it. Oh, we'll worry about that later. In the meantime, those that do enjoy, well, me as a Goron... good news, Ryukane is about to see Darunia. However, this may just be a play to get to the, spinning pot. Nope, we will have Dancing Dad, Goron form, Darunia. Not dance first because we skipped the cutscene. But it's only going to provide us with the Golden Scale. Oh, that's just harsh at this point.
And I'm back.
Darunia had Gold Scale.
That's hilarious. Nice seed, nice.
So, Ryukane is obviously just going for Child Goron City at this rate.
It makes sense. 3 checks, it is one of the more checkpoint locations left in the game.
And Words for Swords is taking out Dark Link.
Yeah, I mean, might as well focus on everything you can here in Water Temple.
And going for the no-look strategy, I see. Stalfos providing a key, Dark Link providing Bupkis. Star, question for you in chat because you understand the logic chain a lot better.
It is long shot to Dins, which leads to irons, and long shot leading to Din's fire, and that leads to both irons and letter. Letter is an iron's lock, but it is there. But both are Din's locked. Alright, Zeph has picked up is just gonna go clear Forest Temple here, it looks like, which makes sense. I mean, do it.
And now Ryukane is about to get that long shot. And is not happy.
Yeah, really, who would be?
Alright, I believe this is the map chest for Forest Temple.
That is...
Winner!
It is winner! We are seriously have just spent everything at this rate.
To those that keep up with the unofficial meme percent category, are we missing anything out of this? Stone of Agony, thank you.
Yep, Stone of Agony. It might well be in Forest Temple.
Well, we still need 3 more keys in Forest Temple, and if we seriously find it along the way, wow. Words for Swords, learning, yeah, lens game doesn't pay. I mean, for all we know, that may have been our, actually... it may have been our final, Deku Nut upgrade.
It could have, for all we know, yes.
Alright, Floor Masters, what do you have for us today?
No, the key! And alright, Words is getting his long shot shortly. And Ryu is straight off to go get that Din's Fire. No particular reaction from Words here. I think he's just resigned himself to this terrible seed.
My condolences to the runners. I would not want to be in their shoes.
No, this is the kind of seed where you would much rather be watching than playing.
And again, I rarely play this rando. I'm bad at it. If I were playing this one, I don't know where I would be after 5 hours.
I don't play this random much either. I'm also absolutely horrid at it. Yeah, I don't. My issue isn't knowing logic. It's the execution part of things that I'm just not any kind of good at.
Same.
Oh man, we have seen even more keys there for Metalo. There was one in the push block chest as Ryu picks up Dins. Zeph is also in Forest. It's not a bad play for Zeph to just clear it while he's here. He knows he needs to do it at some point.
So, there's only one more key left in Forest.
Yes, indeed.
One more small, but there's still the boss key. So it's entirely possible boss key's in the basement.
It is. Only way to get better is to play more. Yeah, I know. I just tend to love to watch these races more than to play them, especially when you end up with scenes like this, or you are very glad you are watching and not playing this.
Or in my case, where you don't have the ability to spend 5 hours, much less the 2.5 it takes to finish. Congratulations, Cariosa.
Oh my god, GG's. Wow, first place, 2:32:45. Very nice time considering, how this is going.
Oh, Ryukane's heading to Haunted Wasteland.
Oh, feels bad.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does. It's just any number of terrible checks right now. I mean, might as well before. Because Dins is way the hero. He doesn't want to do Shown Shadow right away, but it's obvious it has to be. It's obvious it's a good play. I mean, it's this or even more really bad out of the way checks like chickens and 20 skulls. Ria's already done Child Goron City. There's no good options. Alright,
And-
Swords is getting Dins now.
And Metalo just got the boss key, so we are not going to see that basement chest.
Oh, no, we are not.
Well, maybe, considering it takes so long just to push the blocks anyway. I know some runners like to open it just like they like to open up the Stalfos' final chest. Heading up Ganon's Tower is some type of tradition. But nothing wrong with new traditions, such as ignoring them.
Indeed.
And there we go, that's the final one, so I suspect the only prize we're gonna see is Phantom Ganon's.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even missing much. We're missing 2 bottles, a wallet, fire arrows, and forgorns. That's about it. And to be honest, probably a good couple of the items we're missing are sitting over in the well. Or Ganon's castle. Yeah, Metaloo isn't even gonna bother with the blue code chest. He knows it's bad.
And now Words for Swords is about to learn the harsh truth.
It is. No, he knows about this. He has to pick it up. Netalo was the only one of the Forerunners on Restream to not peek shoot the sun earlier.
You know, I saw I saw Words for Swords looking at that Din's fire, not happy.
No, he knew about it earlier, but is still not happy about it. Because who would be? I mean, it's... just the seed. We do also have ZSR3.
Probably ZSR_3, but yes. Well, ZeldaSpeedRuns _3 if we're trying to talk about the full URL. Also, I'm surprised that we saw the falling chest instead of the Lupo chest, but then again, it takes a while for the ceiling to raise and fall, so I get it.
Mhm. This seed, you did have to go to all 3 stone dungeons. You did at least get to avoid all. You could at least avoid all 3 side dungeons. However,
we haven't actually. You're right. We have not even stepped inside Ice Cavern or Well, and GTG, while it maybe had a convenience item or two, yeah,
it was not helpful. In terms of progression, at least.
But it made so much sense to check.
Oh, it did. It just didn't turn up anything. At all.
Also, don't be a fool like me. While our runners are dealing with Din's fire and all other sorts of fire, remember to stay cool and hydrated.
Yep, I have a water bottle next to me.
I have 2.
Also, yeah, as chat commented, a little hard to tell, but I do think Ryu's gauntlets match his tunic, which is kind of nice.
I do not keep up with the latest fashion trends. I'll just take your word for it.
No, his tunic is a lightish green, and his gauntlets are also that, more or less the same color. Where's Riddle's letter? Here in Shadow Temple in the Crusher Room. Ryu's gonna get it. Ryu and Words will be getting it soon. It's actually hard to say. So Ryu is ahead of Words, and Zeph is in Forest, but hard to say who's ahead. I know. I'm not sure how Zeph is in relation to Ryukane right now, because he will have done Forest Temple, but he still needs to get a long shot off the Hyrule Castle Ferry to go get Din's offshoot the Sun to go Shadow Temple to get his letter. Medlo is obviously in the lead, is already on Phantom Ganon, and has the letter already, so we'll be first on Restream here. Okay, logic is turned on. This is not a no logic seed. This seed is guaranteed to be beatable.
It can just sometimes be a pain to figure out the logic.
Yes. Looking at chat. Yeah, Ryu will be getting his Rudos here in about here shortly on the one of, I think this chest right here actually. Yep, there's letter for you, and he is out.
Alright, Phantom Ganon. I know you basically have next to nothing, but what do you have anyway?
Not even gonna bother looking.
Aww. Well, I was hopeful.
At least Medlo should be able to sub 3 this. We still have not had a second finisher. Nearly 10 minutes after Cariosa finished in first place. We are up to seven forfeits though, which I am not surprised in the slightest by.
And it looks like Ryukane is going for Jabu first instead of Forest. Nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's
For all
just
he knows, Minuet could be on Prelude, which would save him some time, actually.
point.
Even yeah, if Minuet's on Prelude, he saves a couple minutes. It's a 1 in 3 chance. Rudo's letter is in the upper crusher room of Shadow Temple, Hernfell. Words will be getting it here in a couple minutes.
Now Zephyr dealing with Phantom Ganon. Which painting will it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? Now Ryukane just making a stop at the store. What is there to buy at this point?
I guess might as well.
Is that quicker than going to the actual water to get the fish?
I have no idea. It's a play, I guess? Okay. But there is Zeph's 5th medallion at the Forest Temple. Now Zeph needs to go to the Cairo Castle Ferry to pick up his Rudo's to get his long shot to go get his dins to go show for his letter.
And thus, welcome to Jabu Jabu's belly.
Indeed.
Fortunately, we don't need anything in here. We just need to get in, take out Baronade, and get out.
Indeed. And alright. Rose is now in the Shadow Crusher room. We'll be getting his letter shortly.
And Zephyr is just about to get that long shot. This seed has not been kind.
No, he has. No, it has not. Zephyr is actually in a pretty decent spot considering he's already done Forest Temple. He's gonna get long shot, go adult, get dins, and go Shadow Temple and get go mode there, and then just have Jabu left actually. Adaloo will be the one and only sub 3 on Restream, but I think everyone should sub 330. There's a long shot for Zeph, just staring at it for a second there. Yeah. Oh, Toxic didn't even realize he'd left for a bit. Yeah, Carioso has crushed it, winning in first place at a time of 2:32, and no one's finished. And yeah.
My apologies, I had another connection hiccup.
Oh, it's fine. My internet decides to be stupid at times.
I don't get it. I have fiber. Why am I having issues today?
I don't know. My internet should. I should be the one with wonky internet, considering I'm in the basement and it decides to be stupid quite often.
We'll just blame it on U.S. holidays that may or may not have some bad history to them.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Cola finishing with a time of 2:46.52. GG's. Solid finish time there. Sub 3. Nicely done. This was not a kind seed. Ryu and Metallo both on the same tentacle and jellyfish fight here. And yep, Seth is off to Dins.
And there is a third place finish. Cesar
No.
Martins.
No,
What?
it was not. That was a forfeit. Misclick. Unfortunately.
Oh. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat bot over here, not the race room itself.
No, I was looking over in that direction. Apparently had a VC crash. Unfortunately, that's an oof.
Ooh.
Caesar is relatively new, and a third place finish would be pretty impressive, but unfortunately, no. VC crash and a misclick. That's just unfortunate.
And Zephyr now going for Dins. Wait, do you seriously have to shoot the sun each time to see the item and then pick it up if you leave the screen?
Yes.
Wow.
It does not stay down. You have to go get it again.
How does the sun have such pulling power?
I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't make much sense to begin with, but you know.
And execution-wise, I think Metallo has effectively caught up to Ryukane.
Yeah, they're just a couple of seconds apart here.
Yeah, the gap I'm pretty sure was a bit bigger.
I think so, but they are very close here in Jabu. There's Din's Reserve. He is off to Shadow Temple. Oh, we know that they're almost done. I know we know that Medlow was ahead because it's done Forest Temple, but it is still interesting to see how they fare here in Jabu because they're so close together in Jabu. We know they're a Forest Temple apart practically. But...
And thus, it is time for Baronade. And yes, chat, I am aware that Metallo already has taken care of Forest Temple. I'm just talking based off of just pure Jabu Jabu's belly execution right now.
Yes.
Metallo has caught up.
Alright, and there's Baronade down for them both. Just a couple seconds apart.
However, Metallo is the first amongst our featured 4 to have all 6 medallions.
Indeed, and we'll be off to Ganon shortly. And also, there it is in the bot. GG's to Riley, finishing in third with a time of 2:51.16. GG's.
And Zephyr is fortunately on the right path to eventually get Ruto's letter. We just have to go a little bit farther.
Yep, give it a couple more minutes. Medlo should be finishing right about the 3-hour mark, depending on how long it takes him to get through Ganon's tower and Ganon. And there's Song of Storms on Prelude, so not helpful. And the slightest just wastes you an extra 5 seconds getting it. Ryu is hoping that Minuet is here on Burning Cag. Otherwise, it's just gonna head up a mountain.
Well, at least we, looked like Minuet was, at Burning Cack, so, Song of Time is in ice. Jeez.
Yes, it is! And GG's to Readroom, finishing in 4th at a time of 2:52:45. Oh, well, Medlo, don't jump off jumping off the Rainbow Bridge by accident. Whoopsies!
It's like such angelic music, and then
Okay, there you go. Falling off the Rainbow Bridge. We've also seen someone killed by a door. This has been something.
Fortunately for our runners, we don't have to do any of the trials. We could just go straight up Ganon's tower and take care of the final gauntlet.
Indeed. Nice to not do trials, because it's just the extra time you have to spend going through them. Usually there's not any items or anything in there in these settings. More relevant in co-op for its open bridge and Ganon's boss key and all medallion later cutscene, but here it's pretty dead.
Oh, gosh, I forgot how laggy the Stalfos room could be there.
Yeah, it can.
Of course, we have to now take care of the double knuckles.
Medlo is on 3 hearts, so he needs to seriously watch it so he doesn't get one-shot by these. Thankfully gets it pretty nicely, and we'll get a health refill from Ganondorf, so not a big issue. Hey B! Letter was in Shadow Crusher Room!
Such a nasty location considering everything else.
And Zeph is a fool! Yeah, don't forget to pick up Tins and Bailey from water, guys. B, everyone did water before getting long shot, so they had to make an extra trip to the lake for it, Tins. Yeah, there were worse. I mean, if the only worst spot it could have been for a letter would have been even deeper in Shadow Temple. And GG's to Marco finishing in 5th at a time of 2:55:45.
And now Medalo is hoping to get into the sub-3 club. There is enough time for it.
There is. It's gonna be tight. It depends in part on how well he does in Ganondorf here, but... We'll see,
Going
though.
with-
So yeah, this was a really nice start. Like, we were 2 no mode at 26 minutes, from glow mode at 26 minutes, and then, things happened. Yeah, I think a number of people were we were not sure what letter it was either, but it wasn't being in chat in part. I think it was probably in chat that way Zeph is getting it here right now, because there wasn't really anywhere else left for it. Other than some random overworld checks like Child Goron City, Hot Rodder, Chickens, and 20 Skulls.
Alright, Ganon, do your worst.
Yeah, Mudlow here is 3 minutes to kill Ganon to sub 3. I think it should be about doable. Lol, I did all of those. Nice, man. I'm assuming they were all dead, although they might have turned up Thor's wind or something. We never did see that, or the second wallet. But we did see just about everything else on Raystream, including all 3 bottlenecks, all 3 strength upgrades, all 3 slingshots, all 3 bows. We saw everything. Zeph is now child. Is gonna go to Jabu now as JG's Master Alex finishing in 6th with a time of 2:57.36. And it does look like Medlo should be yep. There's Ganon down. We'll be sub 3ing this nicely. Should hopefully get 7th. So let's see if he gets sniped.
Zelda doing her job of immobilizing Ganon. Ryukane trying to get through Forest Temple quickly. Zephyr heading into Zora's domain, I believe.
That is correct. And JJ's Metalo finishing in 7th, 2:58.36. 1 minute exactly behind Master Alex.
And Words for Swords, just wanting to get Forest Temple over with.
It's foolish. He does not want to spend much time in here. Yeah, so I would put the current finish times, so the finishing order of our remaining 3 runners is Ryukane, Zephyr, and then Words in that order. A little hard to say though, because I'm not sure how much Forest versus some decent chunk of Forest versus all of Jabu. Words is behind because he still has to finish Forest and then go to Jabu. Yeah, Medalu will not be joining us for an interview. Is gonna be doing some other things. But GG's though, it's
I do not blame them one bit.
no, I don't either. It's been a seed. And GG's to Saria's object, just barely cutting the sub 3 with a time of 2:59.54, landing 8th place.
With that in mind, happy 3-hour mark. Hope you've enjoyed the bumpy ride.
It's been a seed, alright. At least the finishes are now starting to roll in. People have managed to last location their items. And alright, Zeph is now in Jabu, Ryu is on the Redpo, and Ward's in the basement. Which I guess is a good time now to a 3-hour mark, since we're just watching these runners finish up. Shoutouts to our runners here, Ryukane, Zephyr, Medlo, and Words for Swords. Shoutouts to my co-com Wolfman, and I guess to myself. I don't really know. And to our trackers, X, Dodelman, Roadhopper, and Shawnee, as Cornbend finishes in 9th place with a time of 3:01.18. GG's.
And don't forget a shout out to not only Star, but also Din, our restreamer, and our seed scientist, I guess, for the day.
Din's responsible for this, did I hear it?
Maybe. I don't know anymore. Alright, this... If I'm looking at... Words for Swords' tracker correctly... Oh no, they have not gotten Rudo's letter yet.
Yeah. Hey, Corbin, GG's seeing him in chat. To all of those who finishers in chat, GG's. And to everyone who decided to call it quits, I can't blame you, and GG's as well, because this seed was terrible.
I don't know if terrible is necessarily the right word. It had its moment.
Yeah, out of 48 entrants, we have had 11 forfeits and 9 finishes so far. I quite liked it. XD, I don't think most people would agree with you, Corbin, but glad to know you liked it.
Well, at least one runner enjoyed the seed.
Yeah,
So-
we aim to please. Well,
Din, I... just... I commend you, Din, for somehow keeping the runners entertained throughout this.
hey, Jordan realized I hit it right to like for the third time. Lol. He is GG Sora finishing in 10th with a time of 3:03:36. We had 40 entrants, G, S, W, Skog, however you pronounce that. Anyway, 48. We have had, that was our 10th finish, and we have so far had 11 forfeits.
I mean, mind you, some of them were just due to technical mishaps and not anything to do with, you know, runners
Actual seed.
Yeah. Hey, Emo Soda taking 11th with 30403. Did we cover Sora?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Emo's comment, Papiga.
I am not familiar with that emote.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole seed was buried after the 45 minutes. It was, Axe. It really was. It gave you almost everything right off the bat, and then you had to go really hunt for those last couple items. Nice first weekly tracking stick. Yeah, this was something. Glad I picked last week's seed to Comwell. Yeah, this has been a funny one to commentate for sure. I've enjoyed commenting with you, Wolfman. This is fun.
Yeah, I've also enjoyed having, you know, good person on this one because, oi. I know we've both had some interesting non-standard races to call before, but for some reason this one felt more draining than average.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, at least it's gonna sub 4 for everyone. Probably sub 330 actually, but at least it's that. I thought someone messed up the settings in this plentiful. Indeed, they did give you way too many items right off the bat. We did see the 5th wave of the hero, Alex. It was Desert Colossus for Zelda's Lullaby in the back of the lake. I think Medlo was the one who got it. Not that it helped, really, because you got bottlenecked into Colossus anyway.
Alright, Zephyr is finally ready to take out Baronade. And Ryukane is ready to take out Phantom Ganon. It's actually going to be close between our top two.
I think so. Logical magic, you didn't get it, Alex? I can't tell if you're being serious.
That
considering
would
the
be Lost Woods
stuck out
target.
tongue. But yeah, Lost Woods target was your first magic. Second magic was Sunblock River Spirit Temple Cornpen. And the Spirit Temple one was magic locked logically, since there was a key in in the map chest.
Spirit Temple key logic. Why?
Yeah, hey, Cubs! Leading of the party of three. Welcome. Cubs' comment, unfortunately, was one of our forfeits. How's the dingus? Buy the dingus. So we are up to 15 forfeits now. This is oh man.
This seed has definitely proven to be one of the more difficult ones, at least out of the standard ones that I've calmed.
Oh, for sure. We are probably going to get at one in ice. There's a decent chance we'll find ourselves a 16th forfeit, which will make for 1/3 of all runners calling it quits. And so, sure, there were a couple who were tech issues, but even then, this has still been a miserable seed. Alright, Ryukane is off to Ganon's castle, and Zephyr will be close behind. Alex. Makes sense. All the runners on Restream got the slingshot in the woods the slingshot target. Because, well, they gave me all 3 slingshots pretty early.
Alright, Ryu. It's just a rainbow bridge. You can cross it. There we go. And
GG's
Zephyr?
to Arthur, finishing at the time of 3:09:15. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that is fine. And Zephyr following close behind Ryukane.
Indeed. Should be about 30 seconds or so apart, I think. Yeah, just about like 25 seconds, because they kind of looking at timestamps for the doors. So they're going to be really close here. It's going to be an execution race to the end for them. As Words continues through Jabu.
Alright, double knuckles. Let's go. Double knuckles are down for Ryukane. Zephyr is done with the Stalfos. I think everyone has left the Stalfos' final item behind so far.
They have.
Good. They're kind Hylians.
Don't want to steal the Stalfos' final possessions. Yeah, Ryukane entering Ganondorf just as Zeph gets out of the Iron Knuckle fight. So they're very close here.
Of course, anything can happen when it comes to Ganondorf and Ganon. So get aligned correctly, and hope for no more additional slams.
Nice one cycle for Ryu as Felix finishes in 13th with a time of 3:11:57. GG's. All the finishes coming in now, kind of a little spaced out, but people are finishing up the sea, having found everything slowly.
Now, Words for Swords is just about ready to take out Baronade. Just has to get through one more room, but it shouldn't be a problem. As Zephyr takes out Ganondorf, and Ryukane is ready to take on the Big Pig himself.
Yeah, hey Drac, Rudel's letter was in the Shadow Crusher room. Stone Shadow finds a way, as did Stone Spirit and Stone Water. Longshot was in the Hyrule Castle, Fairy Drac.
Yeah, this was the seed that kept on giving and giving and giving, and uh-oh, someone forgot their child locations. Ryukane is just about ready to wrap this up. Zephyr just has one more phase to go. Words for Swords, taking out Baronade as quickly as possible. But for Ryukane, all it takes is a slice, a slice, a slice, and a stab.
GG's Ryu finishing here with a time of 3:14:23. And Zeph will be close behind as Words finishes off Chabu and will also be finishing up soon. Ryu's comment: too much understanding, not enough rushing, Pepega.
I don't know what
And
that
there goes
emote
Ganon
means.
down for Zeph.
And yep, Words for Swords, ready to finish this.
Indeed. Zeph finishing 15th with a time of 3:15:09. GG's.
You may be slightly ahead of me right now. Or,
I was looking at race time in part.
I no longer know, as I said, apparently my connection has been unstable today.
Yeah, I also might be just slightly ahead by a second or two. It's hard to say what's what here.
Well, you give me a moment as I at least see if our runners have been pulled in for the interview.
Ryu said to give me a couple minutes, probably to get a drink and go to the bathroom, is my guess. We do have, however, Zeph here in the interview. GG's.
Hey, thank you.
Well, this was definitely a unique seed.
Yeah, something else for sure.
So, walk us through it. How are you feeling at the start, and then what made you dread it?
Well, I don't know what to think about the start because 4 medallions at like 40 minutes was a little ridiculous. And I'm like, oh shit, I just need like hookshot and Rudo's letter, and I'm good to go.
Right?
And then I start finding Way of the Heroes, and I'm like, okay, Graveyard, Way of the Hero. I'm like, okay, well, I forgot to check, or I forgot to get the Windmill song before going into the graveyard, and it had Suns, but then I found a hint that said Suns was dead. I'm like, okay, sweet. So it's either Dampe digging or in Composer Grave, locked behind ZL. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll probably get ZL, in the 3 song when I go back Child. No. And then like Lake Way of the Hero, I'm like, well, I gotta go and get a bean and plant that because I don't know where a hook shot is. And and then nothing's there, and then I go adult and I shoot the sun and I'm like, Dins. I'm like, God. And I'm like, is it gonna be Dins or is it gonna be diving in the lab? And I'm like, God, this is awful.
Yes, by the way, Salut Ryu joining us here at Interview Booth. GG's. As well
Hey
as Super
guys,
Exo, who
GG.
finished in 16.
GG Ryu.
Let's at
Indeed.
least finish Zephyr's thought process with the seed at that point. So
Yeah,
Lake
and then-
Hylia.
And that was just annoying, trying to find long shot. And I guess like after thinking about it, like my biggest mistake was just not checking the Hyrule Castle ferry before I went to Graveyard to get Requiem in Composer Grave after I'd crossed the desert to get ZL. Because if I did that, then I think it would have been a lot more like straightforward of what to do. But then because I didn't do that, I go and I full clear GTG. I do most of water. I go back to fire. So
Yeah.
All right, Ryu, the same question that we asked Zephyr. When did you realize that this seed was going to cause problems?
I guess that would be when I found Dins on Shoot the Sun. Because I still hadn't found my Lake Hylia Way of the Hero, and I wanted to rush that, just in case it was a hook shot. And then I only had Shoot the Sun and Lab Dive left, so I just went and checked Shoot the Sun, and I found Dins. I was like, oh crap.
By the way, Words for Swords had an unfortunate death against Double Knuckle, actually opened the Solphos' final chest and got bailed out with a hard container.
Convenient.
Nice.
Probably wanted it before the death, but
Yeah, we'll play this one. At least it's better than later than never. Yeah, we are at 16. Each forfeits finishes and people still going.
See, I didn't think it was that bad of a seed to forfeit if you're like, but I mean, I guess people are different in how they get tilted with a seed. Like I was getting tilted because I was just making dumb decisions. Like I go to do adult fishing and I have 7 rupees. And
oh my God.
then I go to do Composer Grave and I have 0 sticks to do flame storage.
Everyone
money.
had money problems.
Yeah, it's like everyone had the adult's wallet, but all of the money in this seed was located in Gerudo Fortress or Gerudo Training Grounds
Yeah.
or Spirit Temple. Why?
That back room in GDG had like 2 huge rupees, one. I guess
Yeah.
there was a pop-up rupee as well. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is it?
Two
lifelike
gold
room.
and Greg.
It was
Oh, yeah, that was
ridiculous.
Greg as well, yeah.
The green one. Just in case I wasn't clear.
Yeah. And GG's Cordycloth, 17th place, 320.35. And we are no longer at 16, 16, 16. At least it's another finish and not another forfeit. It's been a seed, alright. It's been one heck of a seed.
Yeah, I don't think I was all there for the beginning of the seed because I completely forgot that I got hovers or had hovers in the first place. And then I forgot that I got them in field when I found the field way of the hero.
Yeah.
So I go out I go out to DMC and I see that there's a Goron tunic on the top. And I'm like, okay, I'll remember that for when I get hovers. And then I get Bolero and I'm like, okay, sweet, I have access to fire now. And And then I'm in fire, and I'm like, wait, I have hovers. What the hell am I doing?
We were wondering about that, especially because you died on the elevator.
And then I die in the elevator. I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm going to get that tunic.
We were very confused. Like, they just pick up the ground tunic that was right there.
Yeah. A little bit of a mental breakdown.
I gotta laugh. Alright, and then phase 1 is down for words. We'll be finishing here shortly. Last on restream, we'll at least sub 330 this. Oh man, this scene looks so nice too. Look, it gave you all 3 bow mix, all 3 bows, and all 3 slingshots right off the bat.
Yeah, that
And we
kind of
were,
tilted me as
letter-
well.
We were letter and hookshot from glow mode at like 26 minutes. It was insane, and then just nothing showed up for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I did early adult and I had 4 medallions at 1 hour mark, and then I
Yeah.
had nothing for the next 2 hours. It was insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. I think I finished fire around like the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, sounds about
It's
right.
kind of funny getting your strength 1 on Lax and then getting strength 2 off of Richard.
Oh, indeed.
And
That was a laugh.
but now we can all relax. 1 slice, 2, 3, stab. Words for Swords has finished.
Getting sniped by Cuphead. Cuphead in 18th with a 3:22.56, and Words in 19th with a time of 3:23.19. GG's to them both. And we will get Words here for an interview shortly.
Yeah, Chad, hopefully you've all enjoyed, well, this certainly unique experience today.
We find all 5 Way of the Heroes because I'm missing one.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, we saw the last one. It was Colossus Way of the Hero for ZL. That hit zone was in the back of lake.
Oh, okay. I
Not
don't
that
think
it was
that
all
would.
that useful,
Yeah,
because you guys all got bottlenecked to there anyway.
yeah, that's true. Maybe I would have thought more about ZL checks, even though I knew that like Graveyard's Way of the Hero and it was going to be either whatever was in Composer Grave, and that's ZL locked. But maybe then I would have prioritized the Castle Fairy. But
Hard to say
That
at
was-
that point.
I was really hoping that Composer's Grave chest had something that would mean
Say.
that Dean's Fire would have been Way of the Hero for that. And I
Say.
rushed that so much, I completely forgot about Dean's Fairy twice in the seed.
yeah,
And Top Runner's finishing in 2:32. What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean that's
Also-
got to be like skipping G and stuff like that.
Yeah. Also, okay, Words is in and out. He just joined and quit like
They
twice.
might have some sound problems.
Yeah. No, in the meantime, GG's the Stuckman finishing in 20 at the time of 3:23.54. Everyone is now starting to roll in. We finally have more finishes than forfeits. And, okay. Words is still having issues.
Hold on. Let me try to do the dragging. Words for Swords. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
And we can hear you! GG's!
Hey, GG.
Great.
Yeah. Welcome to our unofficial therapy session. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty okay about it overall, I would say. Yeah, I feel like I started off really strong, and then right about either when I got the hook shot or when I was fighting Twinrova, that's when it all went downhill.
Yeah.
I was really happy with my opener, able to get those hover boots on my way to adult CAC and clear out fire on the first go, really. But yeah, that late game, I think I had 4 medallions at like 45 minutes, and then 2 hours later, I was in go mode with still 4 medallions.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a seed for that, alright.
Yeah.
Foolish forest temple was at least nice. But the
Yeah.
hookshot was still stupidly late.
hmm Yeah, I think I spent too much time chasing.
Oh,
Whoop, okay, he just
Oh.
he
I-
disappeared. He just disappeared mid-sentence, okay? I think
okay,
he's having some-
Discord.
Oopsies. I think he's having some Discord problems.
Apparently this seed is affecting things outside of Hyrule today.
So yeah, we'll see if we can get words back in.
But otherwise, Ryu and Zephyr, now that you've at least had a chance to go through that interesting journey, would you two still be up for future journeys in the upcoming weeks?
Oh, of course. I mean, yesterday's was, I think, worse than this one. At least for me personally, because I banked on AD yesterday. But I don't know. Like, I think that this one wasn't that bad. It was just interesting and annoying at the same time. Like after getting to Spirit and trying to figure out the Spirit key logic to see if it was just something in Water Temple for irons or if there was something else. But yeah, this was just something else.
Yeah, this is something else.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I played that badly. I understood the logic pretty well this seed. It's just the shame that it was the Requiem way of the hero only led to the light arrows, which I
Yeah.
thought would have been Ruler's Ladder, to be honest. But yeah, if you forget the 21st minutes of the race, I feel like I played execution-wise, I played pretty well as well. So I'm kind of happy about my performance, even though I was 14th in the race, like 45 minutes behind Carousel.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously I'm gonna play some future weeklies as well.
Yeah. Words, are you back? Because you kind of dropped out
Yes.
mid-sentence earlier.
Yeah, I think my phone dropped from the voice chat for some reason. I'll try to keep an eye on it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Still trying to figure out the best way to join voice.
It's okay. Glad you're trying to get it working. Oh, and that was a seed, all right.
Yeah. I was missing a Baron and a Way of the Hero hint. Did anybody find them?
Your remaining Baron, your Baron locations were Forest Temple, Zora's Domain, and outside Ganon's Castle. The last one was over in Zora's River.
Okay.
And your
Yeah.
last Way of the Hero was Desert Colossus. The hint was in the back of Lake.
Oh, I mean, I suppose that would have been helpful, but I kind of assumed it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you all got bottlenecked pretty hard there anyway. The Way of the Hero wouldn't have helped.
I suppose, like, maybe that would get me to skip GTG, but I don't know. Do other runners think that... Did other people skip GTG or clear it on their way through?
Shout outs to Hoverless GTG. Sorry, Hookshotless GTG.
Yeah, you guys all... I think Zeph was the one who did GTG with the hookshot.
Yeah, like when I went to grew to a fortress, and then crossed the first time, I was like, I know that ZL is at Colossus, or I think like I have a pretty good shot of getting ZL at Colossus, and then this is gonna like snowball. And I didn't have hookshot at that point, so I was like, I'm gonna check like HBA and Rooftop Fortress, and then I'm gonna dip GTG and see what I get in the lobby, and then I'm just gonna cross and not commit to GTG yet.
Yeah.
And so I did that because, if I was just smart enough to remember to check the Castle Ferry Fountain, Din's Ferry, before going to Graveyard to get Requiem, then I would never have gone back to GTG. But because I missed that after I got Requiem, and then I did Child Spirit and All of Spirit, and then I'm like, well, I might as well go Water now. And then halfway through Water, I'm like, this is stupid. I hate Water. I'm gonna go GTG because I haven't done any of it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that feeling
Yeah.
on Water as well, but I couldn't do anything about it, so I just had to keep going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oof. That was an interesting, painful seed where there wasn't like one single bad placement that really like you can point to and be like that was ridiculous, but the whole seed really just kind of felt rough.
Yeah, I
So-
gave you a load of items early and then just nothing.
The
Yeah.
whole was worse than the sum of its parts, which really feels awkward to say now that I think about it.
It was really up until the very end as well. I was really hoping that Din's was just for spirit logic and not Shadow.
That's what we were debating as well, but in the end, it was Shadow.
Nobody found fire arrows, I assume.
Nope. No sign of them. Probably the well or something. Might be Deep Shadow or cannons.
Or Jabu, maybe. That'd be fun.
Or Jabu, yeah, because no one bothered with it.
Nah, it would be Ice Cavern Wolfos chest.
Or that.
Somebody's
And-
asking me to find Lens. We did find Lens. It was on Horseback Archery 1000, so
Yep.
if you,
Which
need it on
was-
your way across the wasteland, you got it right there.
Yeah. It
Yep.
was near last location for us on Restream.
Yeah.
Because we saw nearly everything other than that before ZL and Hookshot, more or less. Like we saw, we had chickens, 20 skulls.
Did you see Pose?
We did. It was dead.
Oh.
We also saw
Oh,
Child.
Somebody must have gotten a bottle much earlier than I got a bottle.
I think there was
no.
a bottle on Colossus, right? I think that's why I got
Colossus
my first
Ferry
bottle.
was the first bottle
Yeah,
we saw.
that's
Yeah.
why I checked, and that's why I checked Big
got-
Pose, because that could have been Way of the Hero.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got.
And
I didn't get the Desert Colossus Way of the Hero hint, so I didn't actually go that direction to check the ferry. I passed it and got Lullaby, and then went and did other things. I only checked the ferry after I had Dins.
And we only ever saw 2 bottles. I don't think we saw the other. Just saw the Colossus Ferry and letter. Nice spot for that letter too. Crusher River with Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
You had to go through every single stone dungeon, just not the side dungeons.
I assume nobody found scales.
Found
We
one.
found
I did.
scales.
I had the gold scale.
Oh, really?
Oh,
10
Yeah.
skulls in Darunia.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured that when I found those, I was kind of panicking a bit because that meant that the iron boots were not actually required for the lighter. And I
well,
was pretty sure that someone would have found the gold scale and just dipped water after the hit.
in logic, you need to have iron boots to get into Water Temple. The gold
Yeah,
scale
I know,
entry
but-
isn't
yeah.
logical.
I know, but whatever. If you have gold scale and you're
Yeah.
only missing light arrows,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty sure someone would have gone for that. Maybe that's how Carissa won with a 232 time.
That was a really
Maybe.
nice time for Curiosa.
That was solid. I can't imagine how that would have been possible. It seems.
Probably
I mean, I
skipped
guess
Deep
if you
Fire.
Yeah, if you skip
GTG.
fire GTG and get the hook shot from Spirit and then just like bounce out of there, perhaps.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did so many like Hyrule field traversals getting to Lake just over and over
Yeah.
again.
Oh my god, everyone did. The OT hit was super late. Turned out that was Serenade.
Yeah, that's really the kicker. It's just like, yeah, you're not gonna get any help in getting there. Good luck.
Nope. No such luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
At
It's
least
even
you
more
had
frustrating because I went out of my way early on to pick up beans to plant them, and it just did not pay off at all. There was
Yeah.
nothing.
It
I got the
makes
claim check.
sense.
The claim check for Dead Biggeron.
Lab Life was also chugged. No, it made sense what a plant up beat, especially with Hookshot, No Word, and Slate and Lake way of the hero.
Yeah, it's just a bitch. Try and get a bean and then get to the lake. Like I was glad that I did 10 skulls and got the scale, because then I just ran up river and went through domain to lake. But
Yeah.
Yeah, with the scale, that would have worked so much better.
yeah,
I had to dip into river, and then I had no scale, so I didn't even bother going up river at that point because I was like, where am I gonna go? Baron Zora's domain, dead end, like it's not
yeah,
happening.
yeah, exactly.
I guess then I would have got the Desert Colossus hint though, so that would have been nice.
I don't know honestly how much of a difference it would have made. Maybe it would have skipped GTG, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's tough. I mean, I'd like to say that I would have, but it's like I've been in situations where I know it's Way of the Hero, and it's still really tough to skip because it is such a dense set of checks,
Yeah,
especially with Strength 2.
yeah, exactly. Like you pretty much full clear minus the toilet.
Yeah. Shout outs to whichever one of you accidentally died to a door in there.
Oh no.
Actually, I'm suspecting that was Metalo that did.
I don't remember. That was funny. Because one owner went to the Wolfos room with very low health and got hit by the fake door in the Wolfos room.
Oh no.
That's so painful.
That got some laughs out of us. Dying to a door.
I learned the lesson that you should never skip validation chest. It's always
Oh,
going to
yeah.
save your life.
Then
Yeah,
all
just-
then all I will do is teach you to never call it that again. Just because we do have newer runners and we don't want people to think that you have to open it. But that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's very fair. The Ganon's Castle boss key chest should just always open it. And that is valid advice that I will tell people, even if they're new. Just open it.
We'll get there one day. Any final thoughts?
GG's all around, thanks to the commentators and trackers.
Yeah, I got nothing else to add.
Yeah, shout outs to everyone involved in the stream. You guys are awesome, as always.
Oh yeah.
I mean, might as well here shout out our runners, Words, Zeph, Medlo, and Ryukane, to my co-com Wolfman, to our trackers, Exani, Dojoman, Rookcopter, and Shawnee, and to our lovely restreamer Din, who is the one responsible for this seed.
And again, shout outs to Star for just pulling this commentary off beautifully. But I think both of us have been drained a bit, so do remember there's plenty more events happening on the Zelda Speedruns series of networks. Use !schedule to look them up. And maybe, there'll be more Ocarina of Time rando. There'll be more Minish Cap rando, Majora's Mask rando. I think the Link to the Past rando cross key tournament is still going on. And there's a bunch more. So just check over there today. You know what to do.
Yep.
Alright, well, I think that about wraps everything up. We're going to go over and raid the main channels of the speedruns. They have got an MMR match going on at the moment. I think they're just shy of 2 hours in. So, time to see what hot mess that game can give us today. Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
Keep on grooving all and stay safe.
Have a good day.
See you again soon.